Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Toonkind game. I am Kai, and who I will be the DM for the day. And would our three wonderful players please introduce themselves and their characters?
Hello, everyone. I am Cartoon Kitsune, and I will be playing Minty the rabbit.
Oh, right. I'm next on the line. Uh, I'm I'm Mel, and I'm playing Brooke the Brachiosaurus.
Um, Hello. I'm the last of the squad. I'm Sharoo, and I will be playing Jollyander the ant. So,
Who is not small.
I would just
yes,
I would just like to say, while I have not met either Brooke or Jollyander before, I do absolutely love them because all three of you are just giant soft toys, or not so giant in the case of Minty. Minty is small and we love her. But y'all are just very soft, and it is very great. And for the beginning of this game, I'm actually going to be handing a lot of this off over to Kit because we are starting out in Bliss Land, and that's Kit's world. Therefore, Kit knows what's going on. So, over to you to kick things off.
All right. Located somewhere in the astral plane is a wondrous place known as Bliss Land. A magical place that children can visit in their dreams, where they can laugh and play without a care in the world. It's inhabited by many plushy-like toons known as Blisslanders, who act as both playmates and caretakers to the visiting children. One of the inhabitants of this land is a little green rabbit with a bright pink heart on her chest known as Minty. She's lived in Blissland for several centuries now. She's one of the best caretakers around, practically an expert when it comes to getting kids to talk about their problems and helping them work through them. There was one time, many months ago, she had a bit of trouble helping a girl named Vivian. Vivian was a very stubborn and angry person, only ever wanting to sulk by herself or try to break things. When Minty was trying to get her to talk about what was bothering her, she blew up at the little rabbit. She insisted that no matter what Minty or the others did would not change anything back in the waking world, and as far as she was concerned, none of this was real or even mattered. Minty had a bit of an existential crisis after this all went down, and to make matters even worse, she suddenly disappeared. One minute she was in her room at her house, and the next minute she had vanished completely. Of course, those of you in the audience know exactly what happened to her and how she ended up having many adventures on the never-ending train. Of course, when she finally returned home after all of that, she had no memory of where she had been. Of course, I'm sure you all are curious about what had happened after she returned home. She went outside of her house. She was surprised to find everyone frantically searching for her. Leading the search was none other than Vivian, who surprisingly seemed especially determined to find her. It turns out that she felt kind of bad for yelling at Minty like that, and that even if she was kind of pushy and annoying, she didn't deserve all of that when she was only trying to help. And in fact, Vivian actually found that simply venting about what upset her and made her so frustrated actually did make her feel a little bit better. So, needless to say, she felt a bit guilty when she heard that Minty had suddenly gone missing. The two of them reconciled, and it seems like everything is shaping up to be a happy ending. That is, except there's still the mystery of where Minty disappeared to for those couple of days, and why she can't remember where she went. But she manages to stumble across a couple of clues in the form of two items she finds in her hammer space. Items that do not belong to her, and that she has no memory of picking up. One is a sketchbook that appears to belong to someone named the Engineer, and the other is a business card that also seems to have come from this engineer, with an address on it for a place called Dodo Studios in Toontown on the continent of Einquell. It appears that this engineer person might be the only lead on what happened to Minty, and so she decides to ask the Great Weaver, the creator of her world, to give her a way to visit Einquell and find this mysterious person. The Great Weaver is reluctant to let her go there, mainly because it's a dangerous place, and she will no longer have her immortality while she's there. But after a great deal of convincing, they finally agree to craft an artifact for her that will allow her to travel there. Which brings us to the present day, where there's a great big party going on in the plaza of Blissland Village. Everyone is celebrating the completion of the artifact and wishing Minty good luck on her mission. There's balloons and confetti everywhere, there's big tables with all kinds of delicious looking food and various sweets, and of course there's some dancing going on as well. At this point, I would like our other two players to introduce their characters and tell us what kind of fun stuff they're getting up to while the party is going on.
Brooke is just. He's doing an approximation of the Charleston.
There you go, you funky dinosaur.
We love him.
He's doing his best on 4 legs.
Amazing. What's Jolly getting up to?
Jolly is, well, Jollyander is something of an oddity among, maybe not an oddity, but he certainly isn't the sociable type.
Fair enough.
The thing is that he has kind of exiled himself for quite a while beforehand. It's a whole thing. I don't think I have the time to get into it, but
Yeah,
suffice to say, Jolly is on the perimeters. He's very happy for Minty and makes it very clear that she's just happy that she's happy, but at the same time, he's more comfortable just sitting on the edge and watching everything happen, like engaging in it.
Which is understandable. I mean, big parties like that aren't for everybody. And and as for Minty, I think she's kind of just like pretty much bouncing around the party, just talking to different people, probably doing a little bit of dancing. Not quite hosting the party, but like just going around and being sociable. Because yeah, she wants to like check in with everyone before they have to go. So I think she'd probably go over to Jollyander at one point just to check in with him. You see her bouncing up to where he's been hanging out, like, Jolly, how you doing?
Hi, Minty. He kind of stumbles. He was lost in his thoughts. He scrambles to correct his glasses because they tilt a little, and he just smiles at her with his little mandibles. It's a very toothy smile. I'm alright, I think. How are you enjoying this? I mean, it's a big party. I haven't seen something like it happen for a while, I think. But I wasn't at many parties.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming. I know this kind of thing can get a little overwhelming, but I'm glad you could come for a bit. And we should be leaving in a little bit, so are you ready? You ready to go then?
Oh, he kind of covers his one of his paws over his heart. He tries to focus, like, impress. Well, as ready as I am, as I think I'll ever be about for this. It's a whole new world, Minty. I don't think I can be ready about it.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm a little nervous too, but it's also kind of exciting, isn't it? I mean, it's a whole new world. And who knows what we'll find there. And plus, like, I know it's a little scary, but we've got each other. I mean, you're so strong, and I mean, Brooke can definitely protect us, so I think we're going to be just fine as long as we stick together.
I really hope that. Jelly plays with his heart a little. His eyes are a little hidden under the brim. The fact is that he has spoken to the Great Weaver. They have told him that they trust Minty. They trust him that he can take care of Minty, that he does have strength for it, but at the same time, he is somewhat reluctant and he doesn't believe that fully.
Well, if he'll allow her, Minty's going to give him a hug.
Yeah, he needs
like
it.
He could use one.
Yeah, he needs it. He needs it more than he says.
Oh, absolutely not. She gives him a great big hug.
Oh, he just like wraps all his 4 arms around her and doesn't really notice that he picks her up a little.
Aw. He doesn't mind. She's used to this when hugging him.
Yeah.
But after that, alright, I'm gonna go grab Brooke, and then we're gonna head out, alright?
Yeah, I'll go grab some. I'll go grab some things, just a few things I think we could need. And he goes up into the bushes and he'll grab a few things.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna
so-
reload. I'm gonna reload Discord. Wait, give me a moment.
Alright. Okay. Are you back?
Okay, I'm back.
So yeah, so Jolly's off doing that. Minty's gonna head over to the dance floor to kind of get Brooke's attention, or dance over to him, get his attention. Like, Brooke! She calls that over
I'm s-
the music.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining her. What's the one dance called? I can't remember the name of it, but this mental image I have is hilarious. But basically, just like, God, what? Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
That's all right. Figure Brooke's just kind of like stomping and dancing, like on the dance floor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But he does. He'll notice eventually.
Right. Yeah.
When he
Minty
looks
probably
down.
kind of jumps up a bit to like get his attention. Brooke, we're gonna be leaving in a couple minutes. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. I am ready.
Yeah. All right.
I do not see Jolly. Where is he? Oh no, he's gonna be getting a few things, isn't he?
Yeah, he said he was gonna get some equipment. It sounds like. I mean, come on. He's. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's not gonna overpack again.
Jolly comes back, and this is how he looks.
You were saying?
Maybe he will.
He is an ant. He can carry like 4 times his weight.
Isn't his strength an 18?
Yeah.
Let me just check. A 17, unfortunately, but
17.
yes, he is very strong.
He's stronger than Brooke.
He's a very
He's the
strong
biggest
ant.
dinosaur up.
God, I can't. I love that. I love that trope.
He's so good.
Jolly just like comes up and he's like, I'm back.
Well, I mean, you look pretty prepared, so.
Not
Brooke,
everything
like,
fit. I'm sorry
Brooke
to say.
pokes the top bag like, you sure are.
Alright, so.
Patricia insisted I grab a few things, but they didn't fit. I'm sorry to say I might not have.
No, I think we're good. I think we're pretty set.
If
All
we're
right,
not
so-
set, I'm gonna be eating somebody's shoe.
Alright, so I think we're now we're all gathered. So the three of us sort of gather in front of like the assembled crowd there and address everybody there. Minty turns to the crowd and said, "Well, everybody, this is it. We're gonna be heading to Einquell now, and we're not sure what we're gonna find there, but I promise you guys we're gonna all come back safe and sound, alright? And hopefully I'll be able to figure out what happened to me all those months ago." And she's pulls out of her hammer space this amulet, and it's round, and it has a gem in the middle that sort of resembles a button, basically, like circular, the 4 holes, that kind of lip that buttons have. And so she holds up the button, and she like kind of mutters like an incantation along with it, and the button and the amulet starts glowing. And it's interesting. So see kind of the air waver around a bit, like nearby, and then there's this tearing noise, like someone's tearing a piece of fabric in half, and then a gateway basically opens up, and it's a little bit hard to see what's on the other side. It's kind of blurry because of the magic, but it sort of looks like the shape of buildings or something on the other side. And so yeah, the gateway is open, and so yeah, Minty turns around and she gives one final wave of farewell to everybody there. And then she'll the other two go in first because she has to hold the portal open, so she'll go in last.
Brooke will go in first because big.
Ye-
Jolly
And-
gets stuck in the portal because of the bags.
Oh my
Minty
god.
and a couple of the other Blisslanders like coming behind him to like shove him through.
His leg appears through the other side of the portal, so Brooke has to grip it from the other side.
Yeah.
Come on! And then they finally push him through.
With
This
a
is pop noise.
Yeah, there's a noise. Alright. And then once they're both through, Minty will hop through the portal herself. And I believe now we can turn things over to Kai.
All right. Well, first thing I'm going to need to get you guys to do is please make a wisdom saving throws.
oh my oh my no.
Oh my fucking
Because
goodness.
this, like, I always
Okay.
love starting off game. Well, not exactly starting, but it's
Okay.
fantastic to just pull. Hey, do a saving throw on the players when
I'll
you're
listen
beginning.
for it, okay? I'm in the middle of the game.
Uh,
I'll listen for it, okay? I have to go.
Sharoo, wrong dice spot. You don't have the
There's-
roll in it.
There's too many dice. Which one? What's this one's command?
This one, it's just exclamation mark D, whatever, basically.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay. That's a crit.
Jolly!
That's a crit fail for Jolly.
Jolly, no!
Oh, that's in character.
And that's a 19 for Minty.
Minty's going just
Jolly,
fine,
you are a
please.
druid. You're not supposed to fail this. I didn't expect him to be motion sick. Oh my
This
God.
is sounding... Well, the thing is, this isn't actually about motion sickness. While... And a 21.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad at least two of you are doing just fine, because, Jolly, you are now mechanically frightened. As what
Oh, that's-
happens... As
That's a
what...
character.
As what
am what?
happens... You are frightened, mechanically. You are now just terrified. I would say, normally it is meant to be a target that is causing you to be frightened, but in this particular case, it's kind of just everything around you. Because what happens is you duck through the
Hi.
portal. Hello?
You say that like he wasn't going to be terrified of this place the moment he stepped through.
Look, that just means the dice are going with exactly what was right for character.
The
So
guys know him too well.
as you guys walk through this portal, you do get that one moment of stepping in and you feel like your stomachs are kind of turning upside down as part of your body goes one way faster than it can really cope without ever actually going anywhere at all, because interplanar transport is fucking nuts. But good news is, you all arrive safe and sound, and you get about 0.3 seconds of absolute sensory overload, because Bliss Land, while bright and colourful and cheerful and full of people, is nowhere near as bright and colourful and full of people as Toontown is, because you have just stepped into the middle of one of the main squares in the hustle and bustle of everyone preparing for Halloween, aka one of Einquell's greatest and most popular holidays. They have been gearing up for this all month, and they are going to go all out. There are jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, there are skeletons hang up, and sometimes those skeletons are have special spells put on them to make them laugh and cackle at anyone going past, and sometimes they are actual skeleton toons that have gotten part-time jobs for the season, so they are just standing around in cages and jeering at anyone that goes past, and or telling them about all these fantastic deals in this shop that's inside. You have people wearing strange and spooky outfits. You have just jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, and it's a lot. Good news is, Minty, you're fine. This is probably there's a lot going on, but you can handle this. You've gotten through worse. You think. Wait, where did that thought come from? Oh, never mind. And Brooke, I don't know how, because I don't know too much about Brooke, but please tell me what that 21 is, other than you're fine. This is nothing new.
He deals with tweens.
Okay, yeah, no, that is the scariest thing that you could
He's
do.
tall. He has seen a horror show of preteens, and it's tall.
There's nothing else that could scare you more than preteens. I'd say that's pretty good reason as to why you got that 21.
It also kind of
And
helps
plus he's a-
that
He's a
his heart-
bravery. He's a bravery boy.
Excellent.
his
I
heart
love
is
this.
red for bravery, so...
I love this. I love that. Okay, so that's perfect. you now kind of have to deal. You two, you are now in charge of the fact that Jollyander is now utterly terrified and probably curling up into a ball and hiding from everything. If I could make that assumption.
This is just a Tuesday.
Jolly just like looks around and realizes that this was the worst mistake they could have ever made, and he just grabs Minty. He just grabs Minty forcefully a bit too tight. Like usually he doesn't grab this tight, but he grabs her strong enough to basically drag her away. And he's like, "We're going home. We're going home. I'm not staying here. This is the worst idea we have ever had. We should go home. This is not good."
Oh, no.
Jolly,
slow down.
He
Jolly,
is
you're not an
listening.
anaconda.
He is not listening. He is going straight forward. He is terrified.
So Minty's just getting dragged along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
He's
just
just spiraling like this is the worst idea we ever
Jolly,
had.
where
I
are you
shouldn't
going?
stop you. I shouldn't have told you not to go there. Why did I not stop you? This is all my fault.
Are you just?
Jolly, slow down. It's okay.
Yeah, you're just plowing through the crowd. You've got the yelps of toons jumping out from underneath you to stop themselves from being trampled to death under your giant feet. Because while there are a couple of other toons that are reasonably large, you are towering head and shoulders over everyone here.
Jolly is not seeing people. He's tunnel vision. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Jolly isn't seeing people, he's seeing obstacles.
Can I please get a dex roll, not a saving throw, just a straight dex roll, with disadvantage here? I want to see how much shit you destroy as you're going.
From me, from Brooke, or from Jolly?
From Brooke.
Oh no.
So not Brooke, sorry, Jolly. I'm Jolly, brain dead. Sorry.
Jolly.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Kai,
Brooke's just gonna follow Jolly's path.
Okay, let me just roll this twice.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's an 8.
That's an 8. Yeah, I think what happens is you are running, you've got tunnel vision, and then right in front of you, this very small child wearing a very creepy green mask just kind of looks up at you and doesn't move out of the way in time, and you swerve to the side as you try to stop and turn at the same time. And you go crashing into this market stall selling pumpkins, and congratulations, you now have a pumpkin on your head, and you cannot see.
Oh, no. And he was dragging Minty along too. Does she have a pumpkin on her head too?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, please tell me that the stems of the pumpkin still look like rabbit ears on hers.
I would say
out of the jack-o'-lantern.
Also, Jolly just like crashed the way that his hat fell off, and then it fell back onto the pumpkin.
yes, perfect. Minty, I reckon you've kind of got like a long stem on one side, and the other side there was like a small hole as it crashed into it, so your other ear's sticking up like that, so you're a little bit
perfect.
balanced out. Jolly, sorry, Brooke, I think you are probably the only rational person that can still see. Do you want to maybe do anything about this?
Help.
He's just like, he's following the Jolly Trail of carnage.
That's at least very easy to do. I won't even make you roll survival.
And he's just like, you know, I thought this would be my problem. No, it's, oh dear. And he's just like, you know that Nick Cage meme where he puts his hands in front of his mouth, like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, just the whole.
I think I know
He's
that
like,
one.
he like sits briefly and like is doing that before following, and it's like, oh boy, yeah.
Okay.
I guess we can't ask for pumpkin pie, can we?
I don't think so. No, I mean, I think you could probably pick up enough pumpkin pieces that you could make a pumpkin pie earlier. But also, I think Jolly, at this point, you've been able to stop. I don't think you've necessarily stopped moving. You're just not going anywhere now.
Jolly is just like, Jolly has stopped because he is like just, he's trying to catch his breath, and he doesn't say anything. He's shaking a little. So.
Okay, I think at this point, one of us should probably cast Calm Emotions on this poor bug.
Yeah.
I only
Yes,
have
to calm
I only
it down.
have 2 second-level spell slots. I can only do so much.
That's fine. Minty will cast it. So yeah, she'll cast Calm Emotion. Well, first she'll pop the pumpkin off of her head with a sound. She'll kind of wince at Jolly, just still kind of freaking out, and then she'll cast Calm Emotions on him.
Excellent.
Like, come on, deep breath. Everything's gonna be okay.
Does Jolie need to make a wisdom saving throw for that, isn't it?
No,
It's a charisma save, but only if he like wants to resist it. Like if he doesn't want to calm down.
Okay.
So you can either fail the save or you can resist against it.
Yeah, he just accepts it immediately, and it takes him a little to take the pumpkin off. He does, and he's just like, oh my goodness, he just doesn't look Minty in the eye. He screwed everything up again.
Oh, Minty just gives him a hug. Like, oh, it's okay.
He lowers his hat so his eyes are invisible, because, my goodness.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, she's just gonna give him like a side hug, like, oh, Jolly, it's okay. See, there's nothing wrong. They're just costumes and decorations.
It's not that, Mindy. It's not that, you know that. He just. I'm going to be in the back, and he just goes back to try to clean up the mess he made.
Minty will help him like clean up and like do mending if like there was any like damage.
Yeah, you've got at least 3 different shopkeepers who had set up stalls, or not even necessarily stalls. You had decorations on the outside that you've accidentally kind of bumbled into, and they were very much like, I was like, oh, my pumpkins! What am I meant to do with this? And then a skeleton that had been like pinned up on the wall that you accidentally knocked through. Like, his head's managed to come off, so he's just kind of like, oi, I was meant to be working here. I'm meant to be at a job. How am I meant to go getting customers into the shop when I'm down here? I can't exactly go, what am I meant to do? Like, bite their foot and drag them in? You've got a fair few people kind of yelling at you, but they will at least calm down a little bit when you do start helping them.
Jolly just starts picking up the pumpkin pieces and using. So basically, he picks up the pumpkin pieces, and he's just like, "I'm really, really sorry," and he just starts holding them, and magic begins to glow from the blue heart around his chest. It's a very, very warm green glow, and the plants begin to regrow from the pieces. His specialty is plant magic. So
excellent! Yeah, I think
he can at least help with the pumpkins, even though he's just like, he does it and then doesn't stick around to answer any questions, because again, he's like, he made the biggest fool of himself that he has in years. So
fair enough.
So his social anxiety is not for this.
No, that's fair. You say that like you're not going to stick around. Where do you want to head? Like, are you looking for something in particular, or like somewhere a bit quieter, or are you just walking?
Actually, it's just like walking behind Brooke, so he isn't like separating from the party, but he's not posing a problem.
Okay.
For now, they'd probably like just find like a quietish spot like off to the side where they can just like talk and kind of like figure things out. So
yeah, fair enough. I can say that you can duck into a side street, and there are still people walking up and down it, but it's nowhere near as busy as like the main square that you guys had just been in, and then the street that you've gone running down. So you're gonna get a couple of odd looks from people because you do seem a little bit out of place, but no one's gonna go kicking up a fuss if you guys want to talk for a bit.
Right. Hey everybody, so we got up to a bit of a shaky start, but it's okay.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, nobody got like seriously hurt, and we cleaned up all the stuff, so I think we're okay.
Oh great, Weaver, we don't have money.
Anything.
Oh. Okay, so goal is to either find this engineer or find Dota Studios. And she's gonna reach into her hammer space. Should I roll for this, or?
Yeah. If it's hammer space, you always got to roll that d10.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh, I still need to make his fumble too.
5, so she gets it. Yeah, she reaches into her hammer space and pulls out the business card for the engineer. Notably, these are kind of special because, like, basically you can't get these normally. Like, you can only really get them. Like, the engineer gives you one because it's like his personal number. Not that any of them know this; they just know it's a business card. So,
like a mysteriously appearing business card. All right, yeah. I think in that case, it would have the address of Dodo Studios listed because while I'm sure that at least around Toontown, everyone knows where Dodo Studios is. It's one of those things that, like, you really can't miss it. It's the huge building with the dodo face on it. However, if you're gonna go handing out business cards, you probably gotta have at least the vague address written in like super fine print at the bottom. So actually, can I get an investigation roll from you to see if you spot the super fine print?
all right. I was actually gonna say that maybe like it has a phone number on there. They could like try and look for a phone booth, but this works too.
Do we
Jolly's
even
just
have phones? That's the fucking question, because
I think like payphone.
We have
TV. Like a phone
I
booth.
thing is, like, stuff like TV has been specifically
too.
brought in by
Oh my
people
fucking
from
goodness.
space, and then in many other games we haven't used phones, we've used like stones of far speech and everything.
I'm sorry,
There's a
it's
question
been
of
brought in
whether-
by what?
It's like
the
there's
internet.
a question of whether Blisslanders even know what a phone is.
I mean, yeah, that's also the other fucking question. But
We
yeah,
don't even have
Yeah.
capitalism.
No, we don't have gold.
but no, like,
We're broke.
but canonically, references to the internet and video games and things like that have been brought in by people like Short's Kid who have come from space. So, so it is debatable whether there are phones, like maybe there are some really, really old-fashioned ones. I'm not sure that we
Right.
pay phones, but it doesn't matter because that's a 1. Well, it's a 2, but it's a
Right.
crit fail.
Do you want Brooke to try? I mean,
Please do.
he only has a +1, but
I mean, if you can do better than a crit fail.
I heard you do worse than
probably
that.
not.
Let's see. Okay.
Ow!
Nice.
Oh my
17.
Oh my fucking Brooke, you're the only brain cell here.
What? Why?
So,
I have no idea.
Minty, you pull out this card and you have a good look at it, and it's just like, you've probably been looking at this card a lot over the past while, because this is a mystery, so you keep pulling it out and looking at it and staring at it. And at this point in time, your eyes kind of glaze over a little bit looking at it now, because you're fairly certain that you know all the details, so there's no real point looking at it anymore, so you don't notice anything else that might be helpful. Brooke, however, you see there seems to be teensy little black squiggles underneath the Dodo Studios like listing, and you can't read it as it is, but then you whip out a magnifying glass and we zoom right in, and in the
He just takes Jolly's glasses.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
In the
He just reaches over, plucks Jolly's glasses off his face, and tries to affix it to one of his eyes. And he's
Jolly
like,
pulls out another pair of glasses.
in
"Oh,
the
this is what happens when you deal with preteens with lawyer parents."
I mean, yeah, pretty much. In the finest of fine prints, as probably advised by Angie's lawyer, you do have Dodo Studios' actual street address listed there. The downside is you still don't know where any of the streets are, and this is Toontown. It's not as if everything is numbered. Everything has the weirdest fucking names, and I'm not gonna go saying what Dodo Studios' actual street address is because I don't know what it is, and as I am not one of the people that runs Dodo Studios, I'm not gonna make assumptions.
Thank you, narrator.
Mod wasn't employed by Dodo Studios.
Yeah, but you now at least have a little bit of a better idea of where you need to go. You just don't know where you are or how to get there. I will say at this point, what are each of your guys' passive perceptions?
Well,
Let me
Right.
check. Jolly is a 16.
Not bad,
Minty has a 15.
not bad.
oh, just the poor little 12.
Oh.
Okay, sadly, Brooke, you have temporarily lost the brain cell. As both Jolly and Minty, while Brooke is deep in investigating the business card, you guys spot 3 monkeys on the corner of the street, and they're kind of just looking over at you and whispering between themselves, and they don't seem hostile or anything. I would say that Jolly, because you've got the slightly higher one, you catch the very edge of your hearing. It's like, do they seem lost? Oh, I reckon they seem a little bit lost. Definitely tourists. I reckon they need some help, maybe. So, I suppose it wouldn't mind helping them out. I mean, this would be a bit of a good time. It's not like we've got anything else to do today. And you kind of hear them muttering definitely about you guys.
Jolly just shrinks and hides behind a garbage can.
Is it Jolly? And then I think Minty probably notices the monkeys at this point.
Dears.
She didn't hear what they're saying, but maybe she's like, oh, maybe we can ask those 3 for directions.
What 3? Who?
She'll point out where the monkeys are.
Ooh, monkey.
He looks up. Oh.
Yeah, when they notice you looking back at them, one of them gives you a big smile and a wave and sort of just, they're not actually saying anything, it's just they're looking very friendly. And one moment, Modmad was wonderful enough to actually provide art of some of the characters in this, because they have an absolutely astounding style. Give me just a moment.
Yeah. You again, Mod, for the art for these. These are, you're gonna love these.
There's a couple of other characters.
Monkeys.
Yeah, there's a couple of other characters later on that you will find, but for now, you guys see these 3 about.
Oh no, I see that monkey. See that monkey. It is that's not a good face. That's not a good face. I know it. I knew it. I knew it.
I do just want to point out. Monkeys are allowed littler mischief as a treat.
Oh, we're tourists. Actually, yeah, we're tourists.
You are tourists.
We are, so.
But yeah, you've got one of them that gives you a big old wave and a big smile, and another one kind of goes, there's the one that's kind of looking at you in an expression that's kind of, do we really? But then the third one just cups her hands around her mouth and just says hey, do you 3 need help at all?
Oh, more than you know. More than you know.
Oh, fantastic. Well, not fantastic. That you guys are needing help and all. But, no, I mean, if you're here, if you need help, always help with it. I don't suppose that you 3 are new to the area, are you?
Yes, actually, we kind of just got here. I don't know if you 3 could help us. We need directions to this place here. And she'll go over to them. She'll hold up the business card and point to the Dodo Studios logo. Do you know where this
really
building
tiny.
is?
Oh, Dodo Studios. Everyone knows where Dodo Studios is. Don't know how you could miss it, that big old eyesore some of the time. Oh well, but if you guys are looking there, where did you get this? How can you not know where it is if you got your hands on this?
We're really new.
Oh, no, we get it. Tourists come all the time. It is tourism. All here for Halloween. Everyone's coming here for Halloween. Are you here for Halloween as well? Is that why you're coming in?
Jolly's just what's Halloween?
All 3 of them just kind of look at you, and there is this simultaneous blink, blink. How could you not know what Halloween? Not saying you know what Halloween. What's Halloween?
It's
so silly.
Are you still there?
Oh, hello. No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
You cut out.
Oh, cut. Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. Generally,
Yes.
it's this massive, how can you not know what Halloween is? Reaction from the 3 of them, all chattering over each other at once. And then they'll just go, before we go to I think one of them is probably going to take your hands, Minty, seeing as you're the first one that came over to talk to them, and just goes well, we can't take you to Dodo Studios if we don't show you what Halloween is first. What's the point of being in Toontown if you don't know what Halloween is?
Jolly just comes over and I'm really sorry, but we're kind of here for a very specific purpose, and we shouldn't get sidetracked. I mean, we shouldn't really. I'm sorry. And he just
We're trying to
he's
find.
trying to be assertive, but at the same time, goodness gracious, he is scared.
Brooke like taps Jolly on the shoulder with his tail, like, it's okay, you can tap out. And walks up to the monkeys, like, we're trying to find this guy because we're trying to find this place because it's related to our friends.
And there's kind of a whole it's a bit of a long story, but basically I'm trying to find this somebody named the engineer.
Oh, everyone
And-
knows the engineer. Oh, they know of the engineer. We can't exactly all go saying we know these famous movie directors. But come on! If you don't know what Halloween is, you're never going to be able to fit into this place. Come on, come with us. We'll show you the best places. We know where the haunted houses are. And trick-or-treating. There's maybe some early trick-or-treating going down 10th Street. And, because, like, come on. It'll only take a minute. And each of them has kind of attached themselves to one of you. You've got one of them has grabbed onto Minty's hands, is kind of going jump, jump, jump backwards, leading her along. You've got another one that has ducked behind Brooke and is pushing you along. And then another one that is...
He's trying.
Yeah, Jolly, you've got the third one has actually scurried up your neck and is now sitting on your head and is pointing like, come on, this way. So,
Jolly just like, you can see the color drain from him when he hears the words haunted house.
You can see Brooke go immediately, basically immediately grimace at, like, oh no, haunted house, Jolly's not gonna.
Jolly just like, Jolly is only going along because he has no spine at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean, he
kinda,
doesn't
like,
have a spine, he's an ant. He has an exoskeleton.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
I had to make the joke.
excellent.
Nice. Yeah, Minty's definitely kind of like getting caught up in the excitement a little bit, but she does notice Jolly like being a bit hesitant, but also this sounds really fun. So she's like, "Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go check it out a little bit, and plus we should all stay together, right, guys? Come on, why don't we see? I mean, this is a whole new world. We should see like what this stuff is all about, right?"
Brooke looks back at the monkey trying to push him, and it's like, oh, this is gonna end badly. But okay, let's go for it.
Jolly just like mumbles a little, and he's going along. His hat is getting crumpled, but
No, the good news is your hat is not getting crumpled, as your hat is now on the monkey's head.
Oh no! Not the hat.
It's even worse. He that's his only shield between himself and the world.
Oh,
Jolly feels so exposed. Oh,
I'm
no.
so sorry, these monkeys
no.
have no sense of personal space.
And he has no sense of being assertive, so it's even worse.
all right. Then Minty's gonna be like, "Could you please give him his hat back? It's kind of important to him."
Oh, but it looks so good on me. What do you think? And her two sisters chime in. Oh, accent, fantastic colour. Love the colour on you. Sort of. Look, I will say, she will give up the hat, but it is going to take a teensy bit more pushing.
Do you want me to roll persuasion or like say something else or?
Up to you if you want to go either way.
All right, let me see. I'll just roll persuasion. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, a lot of the time with
Right.
this sort of stuff, with this kind of thing, rolls to accent it are wonderful, but I'm also very happy to let RP take the lead with some of this.
Of course, yeah. I figure I can roll and like maybe have that kind of determine like what I say, sort
Yeah, perfect.
of. 13, not bad. All right,
You can have a guidance from Jolly if you want, because this is
cool.
he manages to tap her shoulder because yes, this is very important to him.
Exactly.
So it's a D4.
Oh.
16.
Nice, that's pretty good
There we
then.
go. All right. I know it looks nice on you, but that's not your hat. So could you please give it back to my friend? This is like a bit more firmly.
The
Yeah.
monkey can see that Jolly is just like making kind of pleading eyes because
He's making
he
the
really needs
puppy
this.
dog eyes. The
Yeah.
really sad kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Even bigger because his glasses are basically bottle dents.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the monkey kind of pouts at the both of you for a second, and but then just fine, Fine. Anyway, come on. We can do pumpkin carving first, or I think they was gonna do the witches. We're gonna do a bit of a display later on, or we gotta go costumes. Do you three have costumes for Halloween? And we can do some trick or treating and early. And yes, they're going to be listing off all these sorts of things while they are kind of pushing you back towards the main street, but they are sticking close enough that at least you're not going to go getting lost in the crowds. They will introduce themselves as the Wikishim Sisters, and I never gave them first names because frankly they're all interchangeable.
Fair enough.
So they are out of all the sort of things that they're mentioning, they are going to be kind of quasi-bickering between themselves over all the different things that you guys could do. First, you have the option of going and finding costumes.
Kai?
Yep, hello?
Kai.
No,
Oh,
the
God.
void.
I'm still here.
You
Hello?
You cut out for a minute.
Okay. But yeah.
You're back.
They're bickering in between themselves and about all the different sorts of activities that you could do. They definitely want to take you trick-or-treating, and they definitely got to take you to this really cool haunted house that they know of. But first up, you have a choice between doing pumpkin carving or going and finding yourself some spooky costumes.
Oh no, I didn't think this far.
Me as a player, I want
Either.
to dress Jolly up, but he is just he gravitates towards plants, so we are very torn. But I think he would like a hood.
Teacher,
So maybe
think
just-
of Minty's definitely more into the costumes, but like Jolly's kind of been
Let's
having a
go
bad
to
night.
for the costumes.
so-
I have an idea for it.
Costumes
I was gonna
first,
say that she
costume
was gonna go
first.
with whatever Jolly wants because he's been kind of having a bad night and she wants to like kind of like lift his spirits a little. So,
Aw.
but yeah, whatever you want.
Oh,
Jolly dresses up as a scarecrow.
oh my
Thing is, I can also absolutely picture Jolly with just a fucking ginormous sheet, and being a ghost. Hello?
Oh no.
Just with little eyes cut
there you
out,
are.
and that's it. You can see nothing else but a vague dinosaur shape underneath.
Oh no, Brooke.
The giant.
But yeah, so I think in that case, the Wikishims are going to be definitely going to insist on doing costumes first, because costumes set the whole tone of Halloween, and they will happily babble on to you about what this holiday is. Because, okay, you guys must not just be tourists, you must be tourists if you don't know anything about Halloween, because Halloween is celebrated all over Einquell. I mean, there's a whole city that is just dedicated to Halloween. And so how can you not know this? And so they will introduce you to all of this stuff. And there is going to be the explanation of trick-or-treating and all the classic getting candies and everything from everyone and getting to spook people and a little bit of the trick side of trick-or-treating and all of that. So... You
Jolly
guys
has permission to hide underneath Brooke at any point, by the way.
Oh,
Just in case.
I love him.
Aww.
So you guys get taken to a costume shop first up. What do you guys want to dress up as?
Okay, so Jolly just like walks in, looks around. He first finds this like black hood, and he's just like, the instinct is to hide. So he just like takes this long robe with long sleeves and a black hood and puts it on. And then he finds a scythe, and he's like, oh my goodness.
Holy
gardening
Grim
tools." He's just like, he finds this scythe, and he like immediately brightens up because it's something he's familiar with. He uses gardening tools. This is familiar. So he just like, he takes this and he's like, he actually kind of looks happy. Like,
Oh,
he's not
harvest
as
tale.
Now that one's a killer. All right, who else?
All right, Brooke, what are you doing for yours?
Let me think. For some reason, he finds a turtle shell.
Excellent.
He could be
I
a
was about
sea
to say
turtle.
horse. I was about to say the horse mask.
No, he sees the horse mask and he's like, I don't like this. Not again.
You spend several minutes just staring into its blank, lifeless eyes.
He's just like, I will never escape this. So he finds a turtle shell and some little paint, and he makes himself into a sea turtle.
Aw.
That's really cute.
Jolly just like looks at him and he says, "Looking sharp," and he like gives him
He's
a very
nasty.
bright smile because he just thinks his friend looks amazing.
Aw.
He's like
It's
Nessie, only with a shell.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking.
Rocky
Oh my
Yoshi.
goodness, he's a Lapras.
Yes!
Yes! He's a Lapras.
Yes.
Nice.
He's a Yoshi
Okay.
with a turtle, with a shell. He's just a sauropod Yoshi.
Right.
And Minty, what do you want to dress up as?
I think she's probably gonna go for like a witch costume with like the hat and like the dress because she's already green, so that's like already half the costume.
Excellent.
She has to do the evil laugh.
Okay.
We need to.
Did I do that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Needs a bit of work, I think. It's not bad for beginners, remember, they are tourists. I know, but come on, don't you think you could do a bit of a better cackle?
Well, I can try. What's that?
Absolutely terrifying. Please roll insight.
Alright.
Asking you to roll insight knowing you have an absurd bonus to it.
Exactly.
My fucking goodness, I love Minty.
How absurd are we
love this.
talking?
Oh, no, come on.
We're new! We're so new!
It's okay. Yeah, no, you are completely convinced that these monkeys are now terrified of you because you did the most horrifying cackle you possibly could.
Minty's just like beaming. She's just so proud of herself. Like, yeah, I did it.
Brooke is so proud of her.
Excellent, excellent. Now, I do just want you guys to make me a quick perception check once you guys are done with your costumes.
All right.
Let me. Jolly, I think has. Yeah, he's got good perception. I hopefully did not jinx myself.
Oh, my baby.
That's 4 and a 10.
Jolly. For
Wow,
goodness
funny
sake.
for Minty.
Okay.
Jolly is trying on a mask and he doesn't see anything.
Aw.
Brooke is just glowing in the basically the gloriousness of being a sea turtle.
Very justifiably.
Excellent. Oh, okay.
He's just so happy to be wearing a turtle shell.
So yeah, Brooke and Jolly, you are very much distracted with your new costumes. You're having a great time and you don't really notice once you guys head out onwards to the pumpkin carving, which was going to be your next activity. Minty, however, with that 23, as everyone is heading out, you notice you have like one of the sisters going in front leading the way. You've got another one just kind of in the middle right next to Brooke as you guys are heading off, and the third one trails behind. You look back over your shoulder to watch her because you notice that as everyone's leaving the store, the shopkeep kind of comes out and goes like, "Hey, you three didn't pay for your..." Before the third Wikishim sister just kind of whips around and gives her a look and drags one finger across her neck and just
Oh
and
no.
the shopkeep
no!
the shopkeep goes white and quickly ducks back into the store without another word. The third Wikishim sister quickly leaps and bounds over to catch up to the front of the group and onwards to the pumpkin carving, unless you three want to try and have a sneaky word.
Yeah. So Minty has the cantrip message. And
Okay.
so she's going to it's only one person at a time, so I think she's first gonna like send this message to Brooke. So she's gonna like quietly whisper so only Brooke can hear. Look, I think something's wrong. And she's gonna kind of describe what she saw just now. I'm not sure about this. Something might be wrong here.
Can Brooke reply back with the message?
A message goes both ways. You can reply back, like without anyone hearing.
Okay. Brooke kind of like glances at the monkeys, and he thinks for a moment. It takes a bit because he's like, he's like, because like he really liked that turtle. They're probably gonna have to return it. Which
Yeah.
sucks, but so he replies back, let's keep an eye on them. Like, see what exactly they want from us.
She'll kind of nod back at him.
May want to be careful with telling Jolly, though.
Yeah.
Jolly's just like wandering around, just smiling, not knowing he is in deep trouble, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has a sign and he's very happy.
Astounding.
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna tell Jolly everything, but I think she's gonna like whisper a message to him, just be like, "Hey, make sure you stay close with us, okay? You know, so we don't get lost."
He pauses a little and he nods back like, of course I am. I told you I'm not leaving anywhere. Like, he promised he would keep close to her, so he's not breaking that anytime soon.
Jolly. Aww.
He loves his friends so much. He just wants her to be safe.
I also keep imagining Brooke like having his tail on the edge of like Jolly's shoulder, like basically like here you this way plus that way he doesn't get lost, and plus it's a comfort thing for him. For Jolly and for Brooke, so he doesn't lose him.
Jolly's holding his tail with one of his arms.
Oh.
All right.
Follow the leader.
I do think the Wikishims kind of overhear you a little bit when you're saying about the whole staying close so you don't get lost. And
well, that one was with message.
Oh, no,
so,
fair enough.
Only. Yeah, sorry.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm actually gonna make them roll insight really quick. What the way was their thing? That is a. Oh, they've only got a +1 to that. Oh no, they don't. They've got no. Not a +1, +4. That's a 9, never mind.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
Even with Jolly's awful charisma, he could lie through that.
Yeah, I think they notice you guys kind of sticking a little bit together and whispering a little bit, but they just go like, oh, yes, no, tourists sort of talking amongst yourselves, so they don't bring it up.
I think we're both opening their mouths. Normal stuff to do.
Yeah,
pretty much.
All right. Yeah, you guys I was going to say, now that you're in your costumes, they are going to quickly duck by probably a little caricature artist who is sitting by the side of the street drawing people real quick, and you guys can actually grab an image or even it's a photo of you guys in your brand new outfits, probably standing in front of a highly decorated backdrop, so you've got at least something to remind you of this fantastic outing, and they're so happy about it. And the guy taking the photo or drawing, whichever you guys feel is more appropriate, does again, when noticing the Wikishims, Minty, again, you're the only one to properly see this, but yeah, kind of looks at the Wikishims and doesn't bring up the thought of you guys paying him at all with this. So onwards to jack-o'-lantern carving. You guys get to there's like a little fenced off section in another one of the main wide streets where there's a lot of there's mostly kids, but a fair few older toons as well that have joined in to do the pumpkin carving, and you just basically grab a pumpkin and you will be provided with various like knives and apple corers and various equipment for you to make your own jack-o'-lantern. And the Wikishims will gladly show you, okay, here, it's always got to have the eyes and all the little triangles. Triangles are always very good. You see all the pumpkins around, it looks like just like that. And they will basically make their own pumpkin, and most of the other jack-o'-lantern decorations that you have seen so far with walking have been your pretty average jack-o'-lantern. It's got the little triangle eyes and the little triangle nose and the big goofy toothy grin. This one that the Wikishims have done is maybe a tad more grotesque. It has like a little bit of evil to it. It's like, now you gotta make sure it looks scary, or what's the point? So,
Brooke looks at his mitten, like mitten hands.
I mean, we're still able to hold things. Like, we can hold
I know,
objects.
but he doesn't exactly have fingers.
True.
Like, he doesn't have that many fingers.
Okay, I'm gonna go last so you guys describe this because I have an idea for this, but you guys go first because
I was gonna say, can I actually get sleight of hand rolls from you guys to see how good you are at the carving yourself?
Yeah, you see, Jolly isn't carving, that's the thing.
Yeah, Jolly we can get to you last.
Else.
Yeah. But,
So, I can describe what he does while people roll. So, while Brooke and Minty are carving their pumpkins and doing everything, Jolly just like picks one of the bigger pumpkins, like one of those you wouldn't actually be able to normally pick up, but again, he's an ant, he can pick up a lot. And he goes to the side, he takes like 20 candles, and he basically, the next time you look, you see this setup of a cauldron or a cooking pot made out of the carved out pumpkin, and he's making pumpkin soup inside of it over candle fire. And he's like, "Hey, you guys hungry?" And he's holding up, like,
that smells amazing.
He's holding like smaller pumpkin halves of pumpkin soup inside of them. He has some spices to the side from his bag, and he looks very proud of himself. Like he's even offering to other people, like people around the people carving around, because you gotta have a good meal when you're doing anything.
Yeah, I feel like Minty wouldn't even bat an eye at this. Like he's totally done stuff like this before, so it's just normal for them.
The other thing is, this is fucking Toontown. Everything is normal. No one's going to bat an eye, and they will gladly take you up on the offer of some absolutely delicious soup. So you've got some of the various...
Jolly is finally socializing, and he's very proud of himself.
Yeah, you've got the various kids and their parents and other toons that have been doing the pumpkin carving, coming over and grabbing a bowl of soup after they're done, like jack-o'-lanterns under their arms as they eat, and even just a couple of people that were walking by. And you even get one or two people who have that wonderful wafting in the air as they have like their noses up for the smell lines of the soup, and they float over to grab a bowl.
Yeah, and also Jolly is going to pocket some of the pumpkin seeds for later, because
nice.
Good to plant.
He just likes collecting seeds, and this is a new plant, and he's bringing it back home and everything.
Pumpkin seeds to eat are also really good.
No, baked pumpkin seeds are so good. But yeah,
the Wikishims will even the Wikishims are going to chime in with like, "It's really good soup. Definitely got to keep you around for the soup, or at least grab the recipe." As they're digging in, but as that's going on, how do your pumpkins go, Brooke and Minty?
Yeah, just deal with that was kind of low. So
because that was a 6 from Minty and a unnatural 1 from Brooke. So tell me how
Brooke spends a long time looking between the knives and his hands because they're mittens.
He steps on the pumpkin.
He steps on it.
Oh no!
It's fine. Just throw it back in the soup.
Yeah, Jolly just picks it up, and it's still clean, and he throws it in the pot, and he's like, "It's all right."
Yeah, I think Minty tried to like carve like a kitty face into hers because she kind of wants to make it look more cute, but it ended up turning like really wonky. Like the eyes aren't aligned properly, and like the cat mouth is like really like wiggly and wonky looking.
She accidentally made it scary.
Exactly. It's supposed to be cute, but it's like really uncanny.
Good news is you are going to get some compliments from the Wikishim Sisters for your absolutely terrifying pumpkin. Definitely better than your costume.
Oh my fucking goodness, that was a burn.
Okay.
Brooke overhears that one, is just like, hey.
Yeah, Minty doesn't notice. She's too like just happy, like accepting the praise for like her pumpkin. Like, oh yay, they liked it.
Minty, please do add, like, terrible kitten jack-o'-lantern to your inventory.
Yes.
You guys are also welcome to add some bowls of soups to your hammer space. I'm not gonna say how many, because toon rules, you can just pull out soup whenever.
Jolly's hammer space from now on shall contain pumpkin soup forever.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Nice.
Every single time you do a fumble roll, it's just nothing but handfuls of soup. Not even in a bowl.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my fucking goodness, yes.
Bucket soup.
Alright. Onwards to trick-or-treating. So,
Alright.
I'm so afraid of when we reach the haunted house. I know it's coming.
Alright, so the way that the Wikishims have explained trick-or-treating is they've done a really bad explanation of it, because they are very much of the opinion that you learn so much more than doing than by watching. So, they've basically gone, okay, so you dress up all scary, and then you make sure you get these bags, bigger the better, gotta get nice full bags, so that way you get candy, the bigger the bag, the more candy you get to hold. And then you go up to the door, and you knock the doorbell, and they've rung the doorbell, it gets opened, and trick or treat, they all yell together. And this lovely old lady just goes like, oh, is it that time already? Oh, I have not been keeping track of the dates. Just like, one moment, children. And she kind of shuffles off back into the house. And then shuffles back again. And she's got this little bowl of grandma candy that less looks like Halloween candy and more she just keeps this around.
I'm sorry,
Aw.
Brooke is just staring at an old lady because he's never seen an old lady before.
Yeah,
all three of them
Yeah,
are
Jolly
staring
just
at her
like Jolly just like
"Whoa."
leans towards Minty, and he's like, Minty, is that an old person? Minty, is that an
Yes.
adult?
I think so.
Minty, I didn't know they existed.
No, we know they existed.
We know
just
they
haven't seen them
existed, we
before.
just haven't seen them.
But he didn't expect them to look like that, and also he's never seen someone be wrinkled unless they were a bulldog or something.
Yeah, no, Minty's just like amazed by her. She's just like, wow.
So yeah, at least you do appropriately look like awestruck children on your first Halloween.
Yeah.
We're not even technically children.
I mean,
We're immortal plushy toys.
Exactly.
but your tunes close enough.
Age is really weird for Blisslanders.
Yeah, God, this whole place is just an experience. We haven't even gotten into the fact.
They are staring with more amazement at the old person than at the candy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Same for
I
Brooke.
mean, we didn't even go to the fact that, again, you have been surrounded by adults this entire time as well, but no, like, this is an old person. And yeah,
Yeah.
she picks up like one or two candies and drops them into each of your bags. And she's like, have a nice evening, dears. And gives you a little wave.
You too.
Before she goes, let me do another hammer space roll real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Said only
reaches into her
fives.
hammer space, and she pulls out a ration, which is a cupcake, and she gives it to the old lady, like, thank you, ma'am. Here's something for you too. Like, you know, when
my
somebody gives you
goodness,
gifts, you just give them a
Minty.
gift back.
There's no need for that, but thank you. Always so nice, very polite children. And then she just like
Aw.
slowly wanders back into the house.
Brooke leans over to Minty like, that's so cool.
I know, right? I wonder how long
Jolly's like
she's lived.
staring awestruck, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I've met an adult."
Did you see her wrinkles? They
We
were so cool
finally meet
looking.
an adult.
Again, you've got kind of
You
like
guys see how many wrinkles she had?
you've got the Wikishims just kind of staring at you again. It's going like, they're more talking to each other than anything else, but you can overhear them. It's like, what do they mean about talking about wrinkles? Are they saying they've never seen an old person acting like they've never seen an old lady before? Where do they come from? There's no old people. Well, I did hear of this one place out in Faruma where they take the old people and there's no scaring them, getting tourists. So, well, you didn't need to give just like, hey, little bun, you don't need to worry about giving the cupcakes back. The whole point of Halloween is they give the treats to us, and if they don't give us the treats, then we get to trick them. So,
But that's mean.
What kind of trick? Like, tell them a joke or something?
some people do jokes, some people like to do something nice and scary. Our favourite is, well, we'll show you our favourite if someone decides to not give us any treats, won't we?
Brooke
I'm
overheard
kinda
jokes
like,
and
not
Thank
sure about
goodness.
this.
like
Yeah.
Brooke
Jolly
overheard.
just- Jolly
Okay, one
is
at a time.
Jolly is a little side-eyeing them by now because that kind of sounds ominous, and he is like, this is scaring like kind of me. I wouldn't like to be scared. I mean, I understand someone not giving me candy. I could be upset, but I wouldn't like to scare them. That's just me.
Well,
Yeah, that
scaring's,
does sound kind of mean.
scaring's the whole
Yeah.
point of Halloween, though, isn't it? It's the time when all the beasties and the ghoulies are about. So we've got to actually make sure that all the scares happen. That's part of why we're wearing masks, after all, because if we're wearing masks, then they don't know who we are, and if they don't know who we are, then they can't go scaring us, but it means we can go scaring them. That's what this is all about.
So
Said-
people want to be scared?
Jolly just like shrinks at the mentions of monsters. Like, there are monsters out.
Well, not
You-
yet. It's not Halloween. That's not till next week. But
You
soon.
celebrate monsters being out.
You
This
guys
is
celebrate this for
insane.
like 2 weeks.
Well, no, it's more of an all-month thing, really. Yeah, it's always great when we get into it. You get the decorations up all month, and it's fantastic. We always love Halloween season. But, yeah, no, they will explain that Halloween itself is technically only one day, but everyone celebrates it all month because Halloween's just a delight to celebrate.
Of course.
Yeah. But like,
All right, you guys continue down the street and everything, and you do get a couple of people that are just like, oh well, it's not the day just yet. But because it's only the week beforehand, there are enough people that have already stocked up on candy, and you guys do seem really, really nice and friendly, or at least you three Blisslanders seem really nice and friendly. So you do get a decent chunk of candy. I'm actually just going to quickly roll the d20 to see how much you managed to get. 10. So, like, an average amount. It's not as if your bags are completely chock-a-block full, but you have a nice selection of various chocolates and foil wrap sweets and lollipops and all of that stuff.
Mm.
Jolly, honestly, if they give apples, Jolly is just like delighted. He loves fruit.
Yeah, I was about
Oh,
to say
nice.
probably even an apple or two, though the Wikishims don't
Yeah.
look happy at that.
Yeah, Jolly is just like delighted to see an apple because one, food, second, seeds, so more plants. He's
Yeah.
very particular about his interests.
Very nice.
All right. I do think it's probably. I reckon, considering how happy that you looked, Jolly, when you received the apples, the Wikishims don't kick up any fuss, even though they don't see it as much of a treat. However, when you get to the next house down, they don't actually open the door for you. They when you knock on the door, go trick or treat. No one actually opens the door. They just go like, "That's not till next week. Go, get out of here."
Oh.
And
alright.
so the Wikish.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry to
hello.
bother you.
No, the Wikishims just are like, no, come on. It's like, we gotta make sure that they're in the Halloween spirit. Yeah, if they're not in the Halloween spirit, then they're not ready for next week. So I reckon what we need to do is just be a little bit louder. So, if we all get together,
But
are
But
you
then,
Jolly's like, I think they heard us.
I
You
think they just
shouldn't-
don't want
you
they
to
wouldn't
shouldn't
have
bother
replied
them.
if they wouldn't have replied if they didn't hear us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and shouting usually upsets people, so it's better not to.
If
Jolly is very
not in the-
aware
in
that screaming is the worst possible thing you can do, because
Yeah.
he himself hates it.
They've definitely dealt with like loud and rambunctious kids before, so they know that like raising your voice too much, like you shouldn't do that. That like people don't like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, just a moment. I need to do something.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
But yeah, I do think that the Wikishims are kind of looking around at the three of you and just going, well, if you don't think we should be giving them another warning, we can always skip straight to the trick.
But if they're
Mm.
that doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if if they're not interested, they're just not interested.
Yeah.
Some people don't like holidays and they don't want to celebrate, and that's fine too.
Oh, again,
Yeah,
like we said, if they're not in the Halloween spirit, then all the beasties and the ghoulies and the ghosties are gonna go getting them, aren't they?
Well, I mean, that person seemed pretty negative, so I mean, but like, I think negative enough to scare away any any monsters.
Oh, so you want the beasties and the ghosties and the ghoulies to get them?
No,
I mean, they could probably scare them away.
Jolly's just like Jolly's having an action stutter because, oh my goodness, he's being peer pressured. He isn't aware he's being peer pressured.
Oh, but come on. If it's not for them, then it's for you guys. We've got to show you what Halloween's all about. We've got the tree, which means we've got to show you what the trick is now, don't we? Come on, we told you we'd give you the full Halloween experience.
Well, as long as it's not anything mean, okay? I mean, it's just like, it's like a nice trick, right?
Oh,
There's no such thing as a nice trick.
Oh, it's all completely normal for Halloween. Yeah, this is what it's like. This is what all the tricks are always about. Don't worry. We're not going to do anything that'll hurt them.
I don't like the way you pronounce hurt, Kai.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think, are you guys going to try and stop them?
Jolly,
I mean, they don't even know what they're gonna do.
Okay,
so,
allow
yeah.
me. Allow me to make something. I need to have Jolly like do a wish check if he's got enough bravery for this. Because because goodness. Cracking.
On that.
Don't have the roll there, but otherwise you got a good. 9.
No, Jolly is
buddy.
being peer pressured. He's not assertive enough for this.
Oh.
Come on.
But she doesn't even know what they're gonna do, so she doesn't really know if she would stop them, like what she would do. So
Yeah.
it's probably just gonna happen.
It'll be lots of fun and it'll be hilarious. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Come on, we're all tunes. It's not like we can't manage this. And I think as they're going, they are actually going to be slowly walking back down the garden path. They're making sure they're kind of ushering you guys in front of them. And as they're going along, they're pulling bananas out of their hammer space and just quickly chomping them doing the whole squeezing onto the peel and whoop, straight into their mouth, and then tossing the peel behind them. Until you guys...
Jolly just like pipes up, oh, you're fertilizing the garden!
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Oh no.
Exactly,
Please not
yeah.
fertilizer.
And they're leaving the banana peels all down the garden path.
But then we're gonna slip.
No, they're making sure that they're pushing you in front of them. So, like, they're at the back of the group as you guys are exiting. So, anyway, just make sure you stand aside. Yeah, you don't want to get in the way. Again, we don't want anyone getting hurt after all. So stand back and then watch this. And one of the Wikishims reaches into her hammer space, pulls out this nice big stick, and then just starts going bang, 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 bang onto the mailbox and make an almighty racket. You guys can hear some thunk, thunk, thunks from inside the house as someone is obviously coming stamping towards the door, opens the doors and just says like, "You damn kids, I said I wasn't going to be doing trick or treat!" As he steps on a banana peel, and this man just goes zoom down the garden path, shooting past you, down across the thankfully empty street, across the road, and thung, right into a tree on the other side where he comes ricocheting off and does the whole like a thunk. And the Wikishim Sisters are cackling.
Jolly just like panics and he's already running to help this person.
Yeah, Minty is absolutely horrified by this. She's running over like, "Oh no, Sarah, are you okay?"
Brooke is just like staring, like looking at them, at the monkeys, like with the offended look. I can't remember the right word, but essentially that. And he said, "You lied. You said it wasn't going to hurt him."
Yes. Look, he'll be fine. See, he's already getting up again. Look, there's no one like...
He's getting up because they're helping him.
You really like just dumping all over Halloween, don't you?
If Halloween is about hurting people just because they don't give you something you want, then yeah. I'm not gonna participate.
Just no fun at all. Anyway, see, again, this is part of the deal. If someone came knocking on our door, we'd make sure we'd give them a treat, because we know that this would happen if we don't. And he knew that this would happen if he didn't, and he didn't, so he chose this, really.
No, he didn't. There was no deal signed. There was no deal made.
Well, if there's no deal made, then we didn't sign anything either. Should we just leave you here? I mean, obviously you don't want to come have Halloween fun with us.
After seeing what your brand of Halloween fun is, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, wait, I was just having some technical troubles for the moment. Let's wait until
pause for a sec. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pause for a moment until Sharoo comes back, and then we will pick things up.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If you guys want to duck away and grab a quick drink for the moment, or a snack, or anything, until we've got stuff sorted, then now's an ideal time.
I got my water here, so I'll just get a drink of that.
Oh yes, I can eat my crackers.
You having a good time?
I'm having a great time so far.
I'm having a great time. This. I'm glad people are going well. I'm so sorry that the Wikishims are mean. This is not the greatest intro to Halloween, but this is who they are.
They're
really.
monkeying around.
Yep. Boo.
Too much.
Look, Brooke and my thing is puns.
It's good. It's terrible though. It's terrible.
Yep.
Good.
Anyway, I'm gonna come in and check on the Hazelnut Gallery. How's everyone doing in here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hey guys, how you enjoying yourselves?
Having fun?
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Oh, I am looking forward to the many drawings.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm glad everyone's having a good time. Also, I see Mod referencing Tumblr Halloween earlier when I was talking about the whole this goes on all month. Yes, absolutely. Halloween is a month-long festival. You'll have no say in this. We have tunes.
Absolutely.
See, somebody did make the fucking cabbages joke.
My cabbages.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, no,
I was thinking that real hard.
Yeah. No, that was in mind when I said it. Boy.
Also, Abby, I'm seeing all your drawings now. They are very, very good.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, I'm back!
Sharoo, you all good?
Alive!
I was going to have a heart attack. The electricity cut, it keeps doing that lately over here because of the... Okay, I hug you all through the screen. I'm so happy to be back.
I'm glad that it's working at least. It sucks to suddenly lose contact like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Just I was so worried that the electricity lines got cut again. They had been a few days back, 2 times.
Jeez.
Where I live, we have like electricity cables right underneath branches of a forest, so
Why?
the tiniest wind can cause a blackout for a few hours.
Why?
It's
Build them-
really stupid, but
build
man.
them underground, for fuck's sake. Anyway,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're back. Is everyone okay to continue?
I think we're
Yes,
good.
I
Yeah.
got fries, motherfuckers.
Yeah, just okay.
Alright.
Just let me get a breather.
Yeah.
The last thing I heard before cutting off is that Brooke was going towards the monkeys.
I
So-
mean,
I
yeah,
know Brooke was going
basically.
off on him, yeah. Yeah, I think at this
Yeah.
point, probably like Jolly and Minty probably like help the guy to his feet if he's like conscious and like
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he's a little bit grumpy about that.
she's definitely apologizing like a whole lot. I'm so sorry, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. We didn't know that would happen.
I was like,
We
oh,
didn't know they
still
would do
wasn't
that.
not Halloween till next week. He's like rubbing it at like this giant lump that's formed on his head, and is helping me up. It's like, oh, it's like, why you should stop your friends from doing that? Because let someone get hurt. Turns around and sees the monkeys and just. That was a good one, though. Yep, you definitely got me there. And
Jolly is just like really concerned because
Yeah.
he can see this guy was mad a moment ago. This doesn't make sense.
yeah, roll
Absolutely.
insight.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did you
Jolly,
get
what is
advantage on
your
this because
insight?
of what she saw before? Or...
Yeah, I reckon so.
Alright.
One moment. Not roll. I'm not using aura.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
Minty
it.
got an 11.
That was a
Minty got a 12.
yeah, Minty with a 12, and then
Jolly with an 11.
I got
So I can slap a guidance onto mine too, so I have that.
I mean, like, this isn't going to be a very difficult role. This guy ain't a great actor, so that's still only a 13 and 11. All right, so in that case, Jolly, you are not certain on this because an 11 ain't great. You're not certain, but this guy doesn't. This doesn't seem to be genuine laughter. There seems to be an edge of nervousness to it, but like at least he seems okay. He doesn't seem like too badly hurt or anything. It was just a bump on his head, so maybe he's just a little bit worked up from all that, and he doesn't make too big of a deal with it. Minty,
Jolly will offer to help him stand up because
Yeah.
he can easily pull him up.
Yeah, he will definitely take that offer. Minty, with a 13, that's enough that it is confirmation that yes, this is definitely nervous laughter. It's not high enough that I can really give you heaps else, but this guy is suddenly looking very uncomfortable.
Jolly just like gives Minty the look of like basically asking, is he seeing things? Because he isn't sure about this being suspicious, but he wants to confirm maybe Minty has noticed something.
I know Minty
Basically,
definitely
like-
like give him like a very firm nod, like kind of look like, yeah, no, something's up here.
Okay, Jolly just helps this guy up. He has one moment. Does herbalism kit count as? No, that would be a healer's kit, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have a first aid kit.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, shame.
No, I think this guy's just going. Yeah, no, you got me there. Yeah, I haven't been down to the shops yet to get any of the candy. I'm so sorry. Let me go and yeah, no, you got me there. And he will duck. He will kind of break free from you guys after helping him up, head back down to the house, carefully skirting around the banana peels, duck back into his house,
Right on.
and a few seconds later, he'll be back out with he doesn't have chocolates or anything, but he does have a fresh baked pumpkin pie, and he will hand you guys slices.
I don't.
Oh. Also,
Minty's
Jolly
kinda
Jolly comes back to clean up the banana peels, and he moves them to like a garden patch so they can actually be used as fertilizer.
And the Wikishims just look back at Brooke and go, "See, he's fine, all happy, he's having a great time. And like, this is just how it goes. No one minds. The tricks are all part of it. We told you he wouldn't get hurt."
I think Minty at this point, she kind of like goes up to them, sort of crosses her arms, like, "No, I don't think that's the case at all. Listen, you three have some explaining to do because I know you said this holiday is all about scaring people. I think you've been scaring people like too much, like not fun scary, but like bad scary."
Well, some people are just limp some of the time, but like, look, well, maybe we did bad, that's on us, but how about we show you some of the good scary? Come on, one last activity, we promise.
Jolly's like looking at them with a bit of a cross look over his face because he isn't. The thing is, like, and he says that, like, you say this is a holiday, you say scares are for fun, but I don't enjoy doing this. People are going to get hurt, and they are not going to enjoy this. I don't know. I don't think we should do it.
But if we do this,
it's not fun unless everyone's having fun.
Oh, for this next one, no one's gonna hurt. Yeah, we know it, we promise. We're not gonna go hurting anyone in this next bit. It's just the haunted house and it's not proper ghosties. We know you're scared of that. We don't want you to. It's gonna be the fun sort of scary. It's all just people in costumes. Yeah.
Jolly is not enthused. He would much rather just skip out on this.
Yeah, Minty's like, she likes to give people the benefit of the doubt, but they've kind of like broken her trust. All right. Listen, I want to give you guys another chance, but I have to promise that there's not going to be anything bad about this, okay? It's just going to be nice, like you said. All right, swear, and then she'll like hold up a paw because they can't really do pinky swears, so like she'll hold up a paw to do like a paw swear.
I think actually all three of the sisters at once raise up one hand, and then cross their other hand over their chests, and just go and chant all together. Cross our hearts and hope to die, stick a sausage in our eye. How's that?
You want us to what?
A scary prompt.
Jolly's just like, you want us to what?
No. Wow, you three really are tourists. Don't know anything going. It's all just a big promise. It means that we're definitely going to make sure that we're not going to go hurting other people. It's just the haunted house. It's going to be the good scary. We promise.
Right, and then Minty's going to turn to the other and say, well, they did promise, and I think we should give them one more chance to, make amends for what they did. What do you guys give them one more chance?
I don't like this, but I'll follow you.
Alright, yeah.
Last one. Yeah, then straight to Dodo Studios. We've got to keep your meeting with Mr. the Engineer, don't we?
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Brooke does take 1 second to say one other thing, though. He looks back to the monkeys and if you break this promise, I will show you the real meaning of scary.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Oh, dang.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be just fine. And they will lead you on. And the next place that they are leading you is a bit of a walk away because you've kind of moved away from the center of town and all and then the houses that were nearby. And you kind of head into a little bit of an area of town that's a bit more grimy. There's more toons going around with like their collars flipped up, hiding their faces. There are still the occasional Halloween decorations about, but they are maybe leading a little bit more to the scary side rather than just the spoopy kind of thing. And the Wikishims are just kind of pointing around going like, this is where the best haunted house is. And it's like, you can just tell by the whole area around it. And it's like, you can't get spooky if you're not surrounded by spooky. And they will lead you to a warehouse and then rap on the door. Rap on like this metal door. And then, so you get, and a slot on the door goes, you see two eyes peering through it. And they look down at the Wikishims, and they look down, and they look across at you, and just goes like, 3 tourists here for the haunted house.
Jolly's waving at the eyes.
And he's waving too.
Brooke is also leaning over because he's taller than the door. He also is leaning over and waving.
And this is the point where you just hear kind of a grunt from the other side, and the slot shut again, and the door creaks open, and you see this giant gorilla wearing a suit holding the door open for you guys as the Wikishims tumble their way in. Are you guys gonna follow?
Nice to meet you.
Jolly is like staying a little behind Brooke. He is taking him up on that offer to hold his tail, because this is still a scary mansion, and he is like scared.
The tanks go first.
Excellent.
I think if Jolly's holding Brooke's tail with one hand, Minty's probably gonna hold like his other hand just to comfort him.
Oh,
he has 4 hands to hold, and he will hold everything.
Yeah.
And you guys head in, and going off the passive perceptions that you guys gave me before, once you get in, the gorilla does close the door behind you, and you guys can see a number of other people kind of loitering around in what seems to be a sitting area. There's a ratty old couch and a couple of beanbags on the floor. There seems to be a couple of them are sitting around playing some sort of card game, and they don't necessarily all look like the friendliest type, but at the same time, this entire time you have been surrounded by people wearing spooky costumes of this and that, so it won't necessarily flag things up from before. Minty, because you're the one. Wait, no, it's Minty and Brooke that have the higher passive perceptions, right?
No,
it's
Minty and Jolly. Sorry,
Minty and Jolly. Yeah, Minty's got the 15. So yeah.
So Minty and Jolly, and you guys are looking around, and you notice that there is another door that does seem to be leading out to more of the place, but you can see over the tops of this whole area. This place is walled off, but the wall doesn't reach the ceiling, because warehouse ceilings are really, really fucking high. It's more kind of a divider to stop you from seeing into the rest of the warehouse. You're not noticing much in the way of spooky decorations other than a single jack-o'-lantern in the corner, though. And I think what happens next is all the various people are kind of looking around and going and just peering at you and wondering what to do. And then you've got this one cat on the table that's stealing cards going, well, it's swell to see that we've got some more tourists about. And this rather dopey looking vulture leaning over going like, oh, it's like, oh, what's we doing? Oh, haunted house? Oh, do we have one of those? And the gorilla behind you guys blocks access to the door out. And this is the point where we're gonna get everyone to roll initiative, and I have to roll quite a fair few of those.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Alright.
Please, very, very confused.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Brooke's initiative is gonna bite me. I knew it was gonna bite me someday.
Yep, okay.
Oh no, that's a 0 for Brooke. Oh
my fucking goodness, Brooke.
Oh god, give me a moment to make sure that I've got a lot of them. When I say there's a lot of them, I mean there are a lot of them, which means I gotta have.
Okay. Oh my fucking goodness.
I knew it was gonna bite me someday.
If it wasn't like I understand that combat is gonna happen, like in character, Jolly would have just like pulled them away and down the corridor somewhere he'd cast Pass Without Trace and have them all hide or try to escape.
I mean, it's not like we can. Can we bust down the wall?
I don't think you would be able to bust down the walls of the warehouse itself because of metal. You could potentially bust down the walls into the rest of the warehouse, though, if you need a bigger space.
Okay, Jolly, it's time to operate Operation Battering Ram.
Oh my God.
20 plus. Thank you for being patient while I type out all of these.
I just want you guys to imagine like Jolly's eyes shrinking to the size of 1 pixel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh.
Uh,
And Minty's like kind of
Mr.
holding.
Bubbles! Oh no.
And Minty's kind of like holding his hand a bit tighter.
Yeah, he is. Oh my fucking
that was that one's name again. That was Wilbur.
Jolly is just ready to pick Minty up, grab Brooke by the tail, and just run.
Looney Tunes style. Let's go.
Again, I've just got so many of them, and they're all kind of scattered everywhere. How many left? It was yeah, there's a lot of people here, and some of them are rolling shit, so at least that's an advantage to you guys. The good news—
Nobody rolls a 0 though.
that is true.
Except
That
for
is
me.
true.
We are like outnumbered 6 to 3. This is not good.
That is well, we're not over yet. I don't think I've done quite everyone yet, because
Kai.
oh
my
Most of us are
goodness,
healers,
Kai.
so.
yeah.
This is I thought Abby had Omega turns and Bash. This doesn't even compare.
Oh dear lord.
At least we're not writing this out in text RP, so.
It just keeps going.
Yep. Wait. I think that is. Am I back? Okay, that is everyone. Now I've got to type out who gets what. Okay. God damn it.
Alright.
The highest there seems to be Minty, followed by Bubbly, who is a rather posh-looking it's a dolphin wearing a monocle and a rather battered-looking top hat. Who is over in
the post the art of these guys, let me know, because I know we have it on standby, like the individual ones.
Yes, I'll do that. If you could do that actually as I am typing up all the initiative order, that would be fantastic.
Do you want me to just do the whole picture, or like do individual ones?
Yeah, the whole picture. I will explain as which ones they are as we're going through.
Which?
Like what?
19. Then we've got.
I think you might have missed Marigold, actually.
Did I? Did I? Oh, I did. Yes, you were correct.
Marigold, yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
Yep, her fucking cheese whose stat blocks fucking vanished.
Right.
Oh my
Of course,
fucking
one of the enemies would be a
More
dolphin.
to your power.
Okay, after that it was the 13s from.
Anyway, here is our crew here.
Oh my fucking.
Sylvester!
Yep.
Why do you think I was speaking with a lisp?
I just thought that was just the character. Not a
Just
mole.
written Eggsley twice. Can someone help me do the fucking numbers here? What's lower than next lower than I need to do the Wikishims after.
I think Wikishim's go in after Bubbly, so.
Yeah.
Oh lord, 44 HP. Let's hope it holds out.
Good fucking luck. That was the Wikishims. We have then
Excellent.
I love
Actually,
that the
Winifred
gorilla has
rolled
glass.
higher, so Winifred would go before Eggsley.
Eggsley, and then yeah.
Did you put Jolly because he's had a 17?
Yeah, no, I'm just about to add that in. If I have fucked up
Jolly
initiative,
would be,
I have.
Jolly would be before the Wikishims because he rolled higher. So.
Yeah, and then it's gonna go. Mr. Sam. Thank you so much. Wait, so it's gonna go.
Marigold,
Wait, please
Marigold and Sly and
double check me.
Wilbur.
So it's Minty, Bubbly, Mr. Bubbles, Wikishims, Eggsley, then it's Jolly, Winifred, What? Who's after Winifred?
No. Jolly is before Angst. Jolly has a 17.
Thank you. Yes.
Jolly goes before the Wikishims. He's like right before the
This was a
Wikishims.
fucking mistake to have this many people in initiative. This was the
should've just,
worst
like-
mistake.
Oh my goodness. What even is this crew?
Alright, who's after Winifred?
I mean, to be fair, we're a bunch of tourists in a
Yeah.
really new place. We were
Uh,
gonna get
Eggsy
ganged
is
up
right
on.
after Winifred.
This is the curse of the DM.
I hate this. This is like you guys are getting preemptive revenge on me already. We've got Sam Pelton. We've got.
This is our revenge.
Silslight, Wilbur, and then at the very bottom we have Brooke.
My poor baby.
Now, was that actually did I get the right number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wait 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh god, who the fuck did I miss? Okay.
Which one of y'all?
Okay, it's who did I miss? And where did they
Did you
go?
get Marigold in there?
I did not, thank you. Marigold goes before Sil, cause
Okay.
I'm sorry, Marigold just being perpetually left out here.
This was a mistake.
Yes, it was. Let's
This was
go.
a mistake. Okay, so
Mistakes were made.
mistakes were made. Alright. So first up at the beginning of initiative is Minty. Now the thing is, none of them have actually attacked you or made actively aggressive moves towards you so far, but you are definitely cornered here.
Yeah. I think she's just gonna, because she's very nervous about the situation. She's just gonna cast Bless on all three of them
Probably a
because
good idea.
she does not like how the situation is looking, and she'd rather have a little protection.
No, that's fair. Please do remind me what that spell does again.
So-
You can add a d4 to saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay, as long as you're keeping the spell up, correct?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah. So
yeah.
guys, so all three of us remember to add your d4s to your saving throws and whatnot.
you.
All right.
I
Next
think she's
up-
also good. Wait, no, I have my bonus action.
Oh, yep, true.
And for bonus action, she's going to cast Sanctuary on herself. And what that means is if anyone attacks her, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, they have to either choose a new target or lose the attack. And it will only go away if she makes an attack or casts an offensive spell or like deals damage to another creature. But like any other spells are fine. So yeah, so she is Sanctuary up.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, excellent.
Minty, you are aware Jolly has a AC of 14.
Well, she still wants to help, so.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, but
Alright.
Jolly, not 12, 14.
Okay, and then for my free action, because she can talk, so she's gonna be like, so, where are all your, Halloween decorations? Is the haunted house in the other room, or,
I think because next up is Bubbly, he's going to be the next one to speak, and he's just like, we're meant to be making a haunted house. You need to tell me these things before I have to do them. And the Wikishims just kind of look at him and going, no, silly. Like, it's time for trick or treat. They're the treat, and we're the trick. So should we maybe get on
Oh my
with
god, we're
things?"
gonna be eaten!
Jolly just
going to
goes
eat us?
completely white.
And Mr. Bubbles is just like, not literally, but I suppose we should make a go at things. And is going to be casting color spray. So one moment. Can you guys fucking 5e tools doesn't like me spelling color with a U. Yeah, so could I please get oh wait, no, I don't even actually need to get you guys to roll anything because I just roll 60-10.
I will say, because if this does count as a harmful spell, then he has to make a wisdom saving throw or else he can't hit Minty.
It doesn't deal damage. It just blinds you. Does that count as a harmful spell?
Wording is kind of hard, is kind of weird because it just says harmful. It doesn't like specify like damaging spell.
Yeah,
Wizard
okay.
of the Coast, write clear instructions challenge.
Please.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, Kai. Like,
Okay. How about we see how this rolls out, because you guys do actually have at least some hit points. I do think this is potentially going to blind at least one of you. But... okay, that's a 24. That's starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points. Any of you three have...
Nope.
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 Jolly is surprisingly good HP-wise.
Alright, so so Bubbly just, like, uses up one of his spell slots as you get this flash of colour that just tries to envelop you and then just vanishes into
Bye,
nothing.
Kai.
Oh,
Oh,
no, the void!
I died
Hi.
again.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Hello, am I back? Am I
Hi.
back? Am I gone? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, come back.
God fucking damn
I
it.
can't believe Kai's
It's-
dead, you guys.
It's always hilarious because
Hey, does that mean
apparently
we
Sometimes I still
I
can hear a voice.
I keep cutting out. I can hear you three just fine, so I don't know what the peck's going on there.
Hi.
Hello? I'm gonna...
Hi.
One moment. Hello, dear listeners who are going to be listening to this after the fact. I have just had to temporarily drop out of the call and I'm desperately trying to join back in, but I fear that Discord may have been frozen. Please, fucking hell. Oh, it's doing that fun thing where it hasn't actually registered that I have dropped out of the call. Let me, Until then, let's see if we can do the browser version, if that likes me any better. I don't know if it will, because the browser version does tend to hate me, but we're going to have a good go at it. Testing, can you guys hear me? Am I back?
Hi. Welcome
you.
back.
Hurrah!
Hey, welcome back.
Okay, yeah, no, so I have no idea what the fuck that was about. What was entertaining was I could hear you guys for most of that, but, Anyway, so yeah, so Bubbly tosses out this splash of colours which envelop you guys for a second, then just fizzles into nothing, and then he continues sitting over and looking and like puts his book down and just goes, well, we know that they've at least got some health, so maybe be prepared for this to be mildly difficult. I'll let you the guys handle it though. And then we pass on to Mr. Bubbles, who cracks his knuckles and looks over at the Wikishims. Sorry.
Oh, I hate that sound.
My knuckles just do that on a regular basis, so...
Oh, my freaking good. Oh, your poor hands.
Oh, mood.
But yeah, like, cracks his knuckles and looks over at the Wikishims and just, who just go, well, get on with it then. And he is going to try and grab at you guys. I'm gonna need you to make a... He is gonna grab at you with strength. I'm going to say he's going after probably Jolly first. Can you please make a dex saving throw?
Is this to grapple? Because if it's grapple, it's a contest of acrobatics.
In that case, yeah.
Athletics
Either acrobatics or athletics for
Yeah.
you.
Okay, Jolly has pretty decent athletics, I say.
As I roll
With fear.
17. That's
Hey.
24.
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Pushes the hand away with all four of his arms.
Yeah, he pushes Bubbles away. He's like very...
He punches
he's actually
him.
looking angry, like, don't come near my friends.
Or me.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so
I'm
like...
just imagining, like, you go.
Mr. Bubbly kind of goes to grab onto you and then has his hand kind of pushed down and it's just like, huh? And he's not happy with that.
In the eye, and he's like, sir, I will have to ask you to leave me and my friends alone. He's trembling a little, but he's braver than he ever has.
Yeah, Jolly.
Yeah.
However, the Wikishim see this, and after you guys have apparently just managed to completely avoid not one but two attacks, they're not too happy. And in fact, they are just going, oh, well, if this isn't going to be easy, then we better not take things easy either. And they all three of them are going to quickly whip out daggers, and they are going to take a stab at Brooke. So let me just 3d20, and I will Okay, so that is actually that's actually an 18, a 15, and a 21.
Two hit.
Two hit?
Two hit.
Alright, so that's 2d4 plus... wait. Please take 11 damage as to these monkeys try and stab you with their daggers and slash at your skin. You manage to avoid some of it thanks to your wonderful Loch Ness Monster turtle shell costume that you are currently wearing. So you do not take that much damage, but 11 slashing still hurts.
And plus now this is the first time Brooke has
Obviously
ever
not
been
slashing.
actually hurt. It's the first time he's ever actually been hurt.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
You've got some little bit of stuffing coming out there. Ain't great.
rainbow stuffing.
Jolly
In
is
fact,
looking at
rainbow
that, and
stuffing.
he's like, you ever just know the expression you make when you first see blood? That's Jolly.
Jolly, don't pass out. Jolly, don't pass out. Jolly,
No,
don't pass
he's
out.
not passing out, but it's like he's never seen stuffing out. He's never seen someone get hurt, and
Yeah.
this is legitimately scary.
Yeah. Strangely enough, Minty's scared too, but she's not as scared as Jolly. Because you would think she's never seen stuffing come out before either, but she's not as shocked by it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like while combat is basically, or combat of this proper sort is completely alien to most Blisslanders, there is a little bit of familiarity to it, isn't there, Minty?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Jolly, your turn. You are literally surrounded by foes.
Joel, okay, Kai, I am going to make you suffer. How many people can I fit into a 20 by 20 square?
20 23, I'm gonna say, considering they are all kind of scattered about the room and they haven't had enough time to converge on you, are you aiming this so it definitely doesn't include you guys, or do you have spell shaping?
It doesn't include us.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you can manage to get 5 of them. And I will say you can get the 5 of them that are around the card table, which will be Sil Sly, which is the cat. It will be the masked penguin, who is Marigold. You get the odd-looking vulture, which is Winifred. You get the rat, Sam Pelton, and you get this strange little circle dude that kind of looks like a Jolly Rancher but with a moustache, and that is Exley.
Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure I have everything in order. This is an action. Also an action, thank goodness. Okay, so Jolly just shakes his head to throw off the stupor of Brooke getting hurt, because he has to focus. And he first take the pumpkin seeds he's gotten earlier, throw them on the ground around the card table, and cast an entangle.
Nice.
Need a strength save from all of these people.
Oh, well, a bunch of them ain't great with that. Okay, so who did I pecking say again?
Oh my fucking
I
goodness.
said
I
Winifred
remember
was.
Marigold, Circle Guy.
Yeah, wait. Let me go
Uh,
through my list of people. Well, Winifred's just a straight D20. That's a 5 entangled.
Every creature that fails it becomes restrained.
Winifred is entangled. We've got. I did say it was the rat who has a +3. Does 14 make it? Matches? Okay.
Yeah, it matches.
In that case, technically, you get it, and this guy is restrained as well.
Oh, you do it that matching actually still benefits me?
I do it so, like, if you meet it, you beat it. So, oh wait, no, yeah, no. In that
Yeah,
case,
that
because
usually
he's
is.
meeting it, that way he beats it. So, the
Yeah.
rat is free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, it would be the rat.
Bubbly's not within range. Eggsley is 21 definitely beats it.
Right.
I said it was Marigold as well, which is gonna be a +2. 22. Nah, 20 definitely beats it.
Wow.
Uh,
Dang.
Wow.
Wah.
I hate this
and
very much.
again, thank you for being patient when I have to make a billion fucking rolls.
It's okay.
You brought it on
We have
yourself,
experience.
you're
Oh god, okay, Sil Sly is now roped up.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
That was all of them, right? Yes.
yes,
Yeah, that should be everybody.
Okay, Mel, do you want a healing word on Brooke, or should I wait?
He's at 33 out of 44, so I think we're okay for right now.
Okay, so Jolly is just going to do the entangle, and unfortunately he has no other bonus actions, so he can't do much, so that will be his turn.
Okay. In that case, next up we have Winifred, who is a little bit slow on the uptake. She is not the most intelligent of vultures, as she's she is the one with the little hat on, and on the little hat with the flower on it, and she's kind of looking around and just kind of going, "Wait, what's going on? Oh wait, we see a tourist." I was like, "Do you want us to take a photo? Do you want us to take a photo for you?"
Not even gonna. We're not. I'm not gonna respond to that.
Yeah.
I think she's just here.
Oh,
Yeah.
The poor dear is just here. You're
that's-
doing
yeah.
fine, sweetie.
Yeah, it's fair. I think
You're
that
doing
she's there's gonna be a bit of something. She kind of looks around. I'm actually gonna make her fucking do a wisdom save for a moment, because she's low intelligence, but at least does have some fucking wisdom. Okay, with an 11, she at least looks around and sees like, oh wait, all her buddies are pulling out weapons and stuff. Oh, this is a fight. And she quickly casts Mage Armor on herself.
Just goes like, dang it!
So
Okay.
Winifred now has
She's
Mage
the
Armor.
only valid one. She's the only valid one.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up is Sam Pelton the Rat, who is a rather odd-looking rat with a hat covering his eyes and his tail held up with some string. It doesn't look too astounding, but then he kind of just goes, "Well, guess we're doing this." Whips out a crossbow and is going to be aiming it at Jolly, because so far you've been the most intimidating one. +5. Does 14 hit?
That matches.
That matches. That means it hits. I'm very sorry. D.
Jolly doesn't even know what Jolly. I don't know if he even knows what a crossbow is.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Well, whatever it
I mean,
is.
you might have
it's
seen like
minimal
toy bow and
damage.
arrow.
but I do have to roll
and arrows, not the real
concentration.
kind.
Yeah, I reckon you kind of get a hint of familiarity in terms of the shape, but at the same time, because like it's on its side and a crossbow is a little bit different, and then this has a pointy thing in it.
He did.
Yeah, because like it's
Did
got.
see it.
You go.
I mean, he has a friend who is very into weapons back in Bliss Land, so she likely showed him.
Yeah, okay, so
Like,
it takes a second for you to
still.
remember what this is, and in that second you do not
Okay.
remember what you're meant to do. So that is an arrow goes out of it and stabs right into you, dealing 4 piercing damage. What was your roll?
Okay, that was concentration, by the way, so he's still got entangle on. So
Yeah,
nothing.
okay. All
Jolly
good.
just kind of like
Alright.
staggers because ow. And
Wait, I
second
just
of
realized,
all, it's
yeah,
actually out.
no, the rat is one of the people that was entangled. Can he still attack with a ranged weapon for while he's restrained?
Oh, he would have to restrain. Actually, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Yeah, no,
attack
it
when you're
can't.
restrained.
Yeah, one moment. In that case, yeah.
He would have to make the strength saving throw as his action. So
Yeah,
he would be
alright,
wasting
never
his
mind.
action.
Ignore that 4 damage in the crossbow then. I completely forgot. Is gonna try and weasel his way out of there with a 17.
He does.
Okay, so we'll say
my
that the rat at least manages to get his way free. He's like squirming a little bit and hissing as his tail gets caught in some of the rope some of the vines for a second, and then carefully untangling it free. And then he whips out a crossbow, but can't fire it because that's the end of his turn. And next up, Marigold, who is that rather odd-looking masked penguin, looking very demure and very strange, and she is going to. She is also. Wait, no, was she was sort of like. Oh, wait, no. The rat managed to dodge the restrained earlier. Yeah. No, yeah, because it was only Winifred and Sil Sly that managed to actually get restrained. So
alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that 4 damage, no problem.
yeah, never mind.
Okay.
I am
we
not
are
used
just
to having.
spun around, everything is alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
it's
worries.
fine. You
There's a
just
lot
got.
of people to keep track of.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, I'm very sorry. You did just get shot. Next up, so. Now it is Marigold. Marigold is not restrained, as she managed to quickly slide out of the way of the vines as they were all springing up. And she is probably going to... One moment. Was this a +4? Yes, +4. Well, that shit, never mind. What she was going to try and do was just vanish into the background and be all sneaky and try and get beside you. But as she is a rather large and round penguin and wearing a very glitzy mask, she doesn't do a very good job at sneaking. However, she is going to, she can't really do that, but that was the hide action. She didn't really get anywhere with it. She does move around so that she is now on the other side of you guys from where the Wikishims are standing. So that's going on. She doesn't do damage just yet. Next up, Sil Sly can't do shit because he is restrained. And he is going to have another go at trying to pry himself free. Just going, well, this is a bit of a problem if it isn't. And I'm guessing a 25.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pulled out a dagger and is just like hack, hack, hack at the vines, and then just squirms his way free and pulls himself out and is like looking around, going, okay, what the fuck next are we meant to be doing? Looking over at his a friend that was kind of sitting on the other side of the room, specifically the little blind mole Wilbur, who is up next. And yeah, Wilbur, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello there.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Alright, Charlie, it was nice while it lasted, but I suppose we'd better just make the best of it. And the engineer is going to drop disguise self as a bonus action, because he was
Man, I was
very
betting
much
on the penguin.
disguising himself. He is, however, a lot more rotund than he usually is, and from up his jumper he withdraws a pillow and he is going to smite the nearest villain with the pillow who's closest to me.
Oh my fucking goodness.
I reckon where you're standing, it's probably Bubbly the dolphin is nearby, because I think you were kind of at the back of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna whack this. Well, I mean, this is my first attack. Gosh, I guess this is an improvised weapon, which is just plus my strength.
And do you have proficiency in that? Because I think then if you have like tavern brawler, then I think you can.
I don't have
Okay.
the brawl feat, though it is very tempting. I might one day. But yes, I'm just gonna try and hit this dolphin with a pillow. Do I arguably have advantage if it's a surprise round?
Yeah, I reckon
This is
because
a surprise attack that gives advantage. Yes.
yeah, they absolutely were
Cool,
not
cool.
expecting an attack to come from you.
Hey! Nobody expects.
Oh my god!
Okay, thank goodness I have advantage.
Yep.
That was
Right.
rubbish.
Come on,
It was
come on.
the
mole. Oh,
Ooh.
nice! Come on.
Come
Ooh,
on.
funny! Lalu, what's the matter with you? Okay,
Let her
apparently.
do the cool thing.
Dice Passer said 9 and only 9.
Okay, okay.
I
Well, if we're
think
gonna
you
be like
whack-
that.
You do hit, but you deal 0 damage.
No, I don't even hit with that, man. I think it just kind of whiffs, and the dolphin is sort of probably feeling quite smug about this. However, I always intended to do this, and Kai, you're quite aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
The pillow was largely a feint, and whilst he's been doing that, he's also been drawing another weapon, and is going to try and hit said dolphin with that weapon. Enough.
I reckon you still have. Oh, wait, one moment. I think this dolphin has like a really shit armor class. Good news!
Yes, a dolphin!
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, no, so a 13 does indeed hit.
Oh,
Yes.
phew, thank goodness. Okay.
No.
It is an explosion of feathers and a gunshot. 13 piercing damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that
Nice.
hits. This
Oh my
dolphin
fucking
kind of just,
goodness.
as it hits it right in its chest, goes oof and flinches back. And I just want to point out this is one of the squishy wizards. So, that fucking hurt. Is not actually bloodied as of yet, but is definitely feeling it. And the look of shock on this dolphin's face as it's just like, what? Wilbur,
Oh,
how
you could
could
deal with
you?
another blowhole.
And yeah, that's not looking right. And I will say, Charlie, meanwhile, aka Soul Sly, is finished, like, kind of going his way out, and there's like, well, I was going to see if I could pick up, well, I was going to see if I could continue without it in leather, but you gave me away, so here we back are then, I guess. But now it is on to Brooke. It's your turn. You suddenly seem to have 2 allies.
Sorry, Charlie.
Where are the Wickershams in like to me? Where are they?
They
the
are,
monkey
because technically there's 3 of them, I am mechanically making them a swarm. They are a swarm of monkeys, so they are kind of in the same square as you.
Oh my god, this is a swarm of monkeys.
I think the scientific name for that is a
But-
barrel of monkeys.
I'm gonna put them in a barrel of something, all right.
my
So
fucking
they're right.
goodness.
They're right near me.
Yeah, they're basically on top of you.
Okay, let me see what I can immediately do. Gonna whip out the sword in his mouth because it's funnier that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first he's gonna look at the Wickershams like, you lied, and whip out the sword and cast thunderous smite with his bonus action, and then make 2 attacks at I don't know how swarms work, so I'm just gonna.
Just all of them. You're just
Right.
attacking all of them.
Oh, goody!
Amazing. Oh, remember the D4s, you get plus D4 to attack.
Yeah, add your d4s to your attacks. Yeah.
Because bless.
Yep.
You guys don't know how powerful you just made this.
Hell yes, hell
That's
yes.
the point.
hell yes,
That's
hell
why you bring the
yes.
cleric.
So that nat
Oh,
20
nat
definitely
20.
hits.
Not 20
Roll
rolls!
roll double the amount of damage dice.
And also,
That was just the first
because he's a
attack.
paladin,
Oh god.
he gets
my
2
God.
attacks!
Yes!
Yes.
I am living for this.
This is
This
great.
is so good.
Okay.
Add your D4 to that. Remember to add your
D4,
D4.
I
D4,
did.
D4.
I did. Otherwise, it would just be a +4.
Right, yeah.
No,
D4.
D4.
not-
Yeah, you roll.
D4,
It's not plus
not
4, it's
plus 4.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it would
let me,
be an
So
I want to keep that
that's-
20.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
That's a 12 and you added D4.
My brain. I'm used to doing this in text.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
alright.
easier to...
No, it's okay.
Can I keep the 20, though?
Well, that's
oh
still
yeah, you're
20,
keeping that at
so,
20,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it's an
Yeah.
actual 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just roll the d4.
Brooke stole all the luck.
Okay,
That's
well,
a
like,
16.
so the 16 counts
So
anyway.
it is
Cool.
16.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is going to be a lot of damage.
Oh, it.
Okay, let me...
You have aggro the paladin. This is what you get.
Aggro
I mean, I wasn't-
paladin.
I still have another trick up my sleeve if anybody gets hit within 30 feet of them.
I just. Oh my. Jolly is just looking at it and he's feeling stuff. He's feeling very, very impressed by Brooke.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Jolly
used
is
to doing
feeling
this
the
text. This is
rainbow.
a lot harder.
Attack us,
Oh.
Waka.
D. And I'm also not used to using spot.
I mean, like, if you need help figuring out what to put in, just say.
I'm brain farting really bad. So I think-
Sorry.
I think I got. Dude. Wait.
Hmm.
So double the damage?
I say
Yeah, that first
double the
roll.
damage dice for the crit roll.
Yeah.
Not
I
for
do
your other
believe that
attack.
applies to your smite as well, right?
Do you need help figuring out the roll?
Please.
Okay, what?
I'm trying to add
Uh,
one. Basically,
what weapon are you, like, what dice does the weapon that you are using need?
it's a long sword, so it's 1d8.
Okay, so in that
Okay.
case, because you've made 2 attacks with the longsword and one of them was a crit, you'd roll 3d8 plus your regular bonus for both attacks as well. So it'd be
Plus Thundering Smite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thundering Smite gets if the crit was a Thundering Smite, then that gets doubled as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna make
Double
the.
dice
I was
or
gonna make.
double the damage.
I'm just trying to break things down so it's easier to figure out what is being rolled
Oh
here.
my
though, is the
god,
thing.
numbers!
Okay.
Oh my god, numbers.
asking
One
because
moment.
over
How
in
about-
Bash we
do you want me
double the damage, not double the dice?
And I was gonna say,
that's why I'm asking.
I personally, with a lot of my games, I tend to go with double the amount of dice being rolled. How do you want me to write this up for you? So it's going to be 3d8 plus what is your regular bonus to an attack? Just a single attack.
Sword.
It should be strength usually.
Yeah, for longswords it's strength.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
your strength bonus?
+2.
Plus 2. Okay, so in that case, it's going to be 2 times 2. That's 4. So it's going to be 3d8 plus 2, plus your Thundering Smite.
what about
How?
your proficiency? Do you add your proficiency to the damage too?
No, you only add your proficiency to the attack.
Okay.
To your attack roll. All right. So how much
Yeah, so-
damage does Thundering Smite attack? Does that deal?
2d6.
So 2d6, and then that's happening. Thundering Smite, is that on both attacks or just the first one?
Just the first.
Okay, and because
And
that
they
was
also have to make a And because it's Thunderous Smite, they have to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, and because it was
And
a
knocked
crit,
prone.
okay, because that was a crit, that's going to be a 4d6 on the Thundering Smite. So you are dealing 24 damage, and then the Wikishims are going to need to make, what was it, a Dex saving throw? Was it
Strength save.
Strength saving throw? They
Strength save.
are not good with that. So
Also, I think that the +2, it should actually have been a +6 because it's like if we're counting for 3 attacks. So
no,
it should be 28.
it was only
Really?
2 attacks, and actually that should have been a +4 rather than a +2, so that's actually 26 damage.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, 26 damage and the monkeys are knocked out, and the other thing is 26 is literally just enough that you have managed to knock out not
Yeah.
1 but 2 of the Wikishims. So there is only
Nice.
there is
'Cause
only 1 monkey left.
Well, that monkey is knocked prone.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Brooke is just like basically slams the sword into them and is like, I told y'all I would show you the real meaning of scary.
And
Oh
I
my-
will say that
Yeah.
final monkey
Oh.
that's left is looking up at you and is definitely looking, at the very least, mildly intimidated. So, fantastic way to end that round. Minty, you're back.
All right, Minty time. Okay, how's Brooke looking on health? Because like you took a little damage. Do you want healing yet, or
Did he take? How much damage did he take again?
I think it was like 11 points.
11.
It-
You
yeah,
didn't
he's
take
still
besides that one attack.
He's at 33 out of 44. He's okay.
We'll
Yes,
heal
he's okay
him
for now.
if need arises. I am going to make people very, very. I hope people will laugh with what Jolly does next.
All right. Okay, what is Minty gonna do? She is. Okay. So she is going to. Well, first off, she's gonna look at this this strange owl fox. Definitely not a mole anymore. She's not sure what this guy is, but who is like helping them out. And she's like, I don't know who you are, but thank you for helping us, and you can do it. And she's gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Ooh, that's nice. What's that? A +6?
And that is
or-
a d6. So that's a plus d6
Nice.
to like one of your rolls. So, okay. So
There's
that's that.
an odd
and then
wash of
for-
familiarity to this sensation, and he doesn't understand why.
Yeah.
Jolly is just like looking at this guy with suspicion. He doesn't trust him. I am
Alright.
so sorry, but like, this guy just pecking. He doesn't know who to trust anymore.
Right.
Very fair.
all right.
Alright.
Was there anything else that you could do?
Yeah, for her action, let me see. So if she casts, I'm seeing if she casts sleep, like, I think that might be it's not a harmful spell. Yeah, it only says for a damage.
Treat color
cast spell that affects an enemy. Yeah, it's only if it affects an enemy. So okay, so that one's gonna. So she'd have to drop Sanctuary if she did that. I think she's just gonna take a dodge action just so she can keep and make sure she keeps Bless up. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so she's gonna take the dodge action then.
All right. That's fair.
I really don't want us to lose Bless.
I
All right.
mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Unfortunately, next up is Bubbly, who is just reeling at the fact that one of his friends, he thought that they were getting along so very well. This poor little Wilbur has unearthed itself and revealed himself to be a mole. Not a mole, but a mole. And Bubbly is...
Oh, word. I know. I made that joke earlier, and I realized it earlier.
but
We're
yeah,
in play, everybody.
so because
I was sus of a mole too.
because of this, Bubbly is going to be using up one of his 2nd level spell slots to cast Magic Missile. So that's
Right.
going to be dealing 4, and like because Magic Missile is one of those spells you can't really dodge.
Unless you cast shield.
Yeah, which
I was gonna say, let's see how that happens, because guess who's got shield
Oh,
is casting it as a
God.
reaction just to see the look on your face.
God fucking damn it.
Hell yes.
But yeah,
Nice.
so that's would be 13 damage as these 4 bolts of force go flying into you, NG.
And she has the smuggest grin you could put on a pecking beak.
You said it better than I could. Yeah, there's this sort of whirling plasma-like vortex that briefly appears, and yes, your lovely magic missiles that definitely should have done some damage just disappear.
Does shield catch? Shield catches all of them, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
completely negates that spell. I'm such a
Love
shit.
that.
I'm sorry, Kai.
No, it's okay.
My
No, don't be
round.
sorry. Don't be
Yeah,
sorry. This is
shield.
our revenge.
The
Bubbly.
shield gives me a +5 AC for like the entire round as well. So anybody else want to come at me, bro?
Yeah, I think Bubbly is just like so shocked. It's just like, Wilbur, you can do magic. And, now we're moving.
Magic man!
And now we're moving on to Mr. Bubbles, who is taking into account that things seem to be getting very out of hand very quickly, and is going to pull out his rather big attack, which is he reaches behind him. And even though there wasn't anything behind him, when he comes back, he now holds this ginormous barrel above his head, and he's going to be tossing it right at you guys. And it is...
This Donkey Kong.
And I think
He's
realistically,
finally here.
he probably can line up all 5 of you. I think he's probably gonna manage to also accidentally get Winifred in this as well, because Winifred's still
No.
No.
Oh my goodness,
trapped in-
Winifred, no.
yeah,
Winifred
Winifred's
is the only valid one.
but at the same time is gonna get all of you. So I'm gonna need everyone to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Fuck.
Okay, I get
Alright,
advantage because I can see it coming.
Remember the D4s?
Right. I'm gonna say with because she still has Sanctuary up. I don't know if he has to like roll his wisdom first for it to hit, or
No,
this- This is
I
like
mean, it's not a targeting, it's a save.
yeah,
so-
this
Right,
is
okay.
this
I
is
don't
an
think it
area
affects.
attack.
One.
Oh shit, Charlie fails.
Jolly, no!
Jolly fails. Oh boy.
Oh boy, Jolly is going to be very mad.
Alright,
NG
I think Minty's alright.
NG succeeds, Minty's successful, and Brooke is
Jolly,
successful.
The out of the group gets squashed. How ironic.
Oh no.
Charlie's not having a good time. First he got tied up and now he's getting hit with a fucking barrel. Alright,
How did you so quickly? That was stupid.
Charlie's not having a good time. Again, I
Jolly
will,
is not gonna.
I'm gonna say right now, if NG, if you hadn't outed Charlie by saying his name, Charlie was going to like fake Syl getting stabbed by, oh yes, Charlie's just appeared out of nowhere, toss Syl's illusionary body away, and then he'd still have his fucking cover intact. But now
I did a stupid. That was me,
Minty,
not
you blew
engineer.
it.
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. That Mr. Bubbles
That's
rolled
minimal
shit,
damage.
so obviously he accidentally reached down and grabbed one of his empty barrels instead of anything that was full of anything that'll deal any damage. So I'm gonna need everyone that managed to dodge, you guys take 3 bludgeoning damage, and everyone that didn't manage to dodge, you're gonna be taking 6 damage as this barrel just pummels over you.
Alright.
Which means
27 out of 44.
yours.
Now we're looking a
Jolly has
little
the
bit.
luck of being dealt minimal damage, which is very good, at least.
you hear
Yes.
Winifred in the background going, "Oh, Mr. Bubbles, I'm right here!" And it's very sad about that.
Winifred is the only valid one.
Winifred
Maybe
is
we
the
can
only
turn
valid one.
Maybe we can turn Winifred to our side.
Yeah. Okay. Is
She's just...
it Jolly's turn? Because I'm gonna do
I
it.
believe
No,
next
it's
up.
the-
Yeah, it's the single Wikishim sister that is still on her feet, and she
I'm
ain't
on-
happy.
well, her back.
Well,
her
she's
back.
she was knocked prone.
Well, she was. Now she has managed to use up her movement, and she is back on her feet. And there's not really much that she can do on her own because she can only take one attack now, which because there's only one of her. But she is still going to make a valiant stab at I think Jolly, because yeah, you dealt a fair chunk of damage there. I'm guessing you're 21?
Jolly, I think you meant Brooke.
Sorry, Brooke. I'm very sorry, Jolly, Brooke. I keep getting you mixed up this entire game.
Because they're tall. They're
Yeah.
both tall.
You're
They're
both tall.
tall.
You're both tall, and you don't instinctively have like puns in your names, so that I can use to help distinguish you.
I mean, his name is
Brooke the
Jollyander. It's
you.
literally Oleander and Jolly. That's his pun.
that does not make me think of Ant. That's sorry. But you are still going to be taking. So Brooke, sorry, you are going to be taking 7 damage as this enraged monkey launches herself at your eyes.
We're at 20 out of 44 health, bud.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my
Um,
goodness.
It's just like
I want to get rid.
I said that you were meant to be the treat, so get tricked! Stab. Jolly, you are now up.
Okay. On one hand, I probably should heal, but on the other hand, Jolly is not going to heal. Jolly is panicking because Brooke is getting attacked.
Yeah, Minty can
And
handle
you
healing on her turn.
Yeah. So you see this ant just basically drop any kind of fear, and he looks so angry. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this ant actually be so angry.
Yeah, holy cow.
Yeah.
Normally he's so timid.
His glasses glaze over. You know the trope.
Anime
The eye
glaze.
shine.
Yeah. He clasps his hands together, and the thing is that he still was observing his surroundings when he was going around. He has seen many people. Some of them weren't exactly human-like. Some of them were animals. So you see this ant just his seams begin to unravel, strings begin to move, his fabric basically unraveling and reforming in a different shape. And standing there is a giant ape. No, not a giant ape, but this very big ape who looks pissed. He grabs the scythe, which is basically his quarterstaff, and he launches himself up Brooke's neck to just pommel the last monkey.
Get
Because
the monkey.
you are
Get the
not
monkey.
Get the
You are
monkey.
not attacking his friend.
Nice.
Violence.
You just don't have the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We can't on monkey violence.
Please
This is the reverse.
Yeah.
roll to
Okay,
attack.
I'm going to ask, can I, because monkeys, the ape does have like the fist attack, but because they can hold a weapon, can I use like the D8 of a quarterstaff to hit?
Yeah, I reckon if you are attacking with the quarterstaff, then you're using quarterstaff dice, basically.
Okay. Thanks. And I'm still blessed. Thank you, Minty.
You're very welcome.
We are all blessed by Minty.
So Jolly, in short. Okay, wait. Just let me just. My goodness, writing this.
And I'm imagining he's still like a big like stuffed monkey, but like just giant, and like probably still has the color scheme.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yes.
still has the
Yes.
hat.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
blue and
yes.
gray.
I will say that Mr. Bubbles, the gorilla, is kind of looking a bit astonished at, oh, wait, there's another me here now.
Okay, let's see.
Yep, a 16 hits.
Okay, that's going to be Rolly, what can you do? Okay, that's going to be +3.
Yeah, 16 hits, the 12 does not.
Okay. 7.
Alright, 7 damage. Yeah, the single Wikishim sister that is left is not looking good. She is mechanically bloodied but she is still loath to put her dagger down, and she is ready to go at you next, Jolly, but
Jolly just like glares at her and bares his teeth. It's honest.
Dang.
He's growling at her.
Well, that's fair. However, there is a frankly bigger danger that you guys should potentially be worrying about. Because you know that tiny little
It's that
Jolly...
fucking round ass thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the little Jolly Rancher guy. It's Exley, because he's just kind of like looking there, and then suddenly this little hand that isn't actually attached to his body reaches behind him, and then whoosh, brings out this giant ass great sword that goes chunk onto the ground, and this sword is like 5 times the size of this guy.
Knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Never
Yes.
trust the round one. Never trust the one that looks like that goddamn thing in Deltarune.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, he totally does.
And this tiny little moustached man is going
around.
to be going after you,
Smells like
Jolly,
fun.
as you have just posed yourself as a threat. So, does an 18 hit?
Thankfully, Monkey gives him extra HP. That hits.
Alright, in that case, please take, please take, come on, load. Please take
Monkey.
10 slashing damage as this great sword just goes thunk across your back, because you were not looking at the Jolly Rancher.
Jolly is still in monkey form. No, don't worry.
I'm gonna eat that goddamn Jolly Rancher.
And then he kind of that's kind of most that he can do, because I was nice enough to not give this guy multi-attack because I didn't want to actually kill you guys. Next up
Also,
is
real quick, you have to roll concentration for
We
polymorph,
appreciate
right?
it.
yeah, I think you do.
No, it's
Oh,
I forgot
no,
about
it's not a polymorph. It's,
Oh, right,
she's
he's
a
a druid.
druid.
yeah,
That's
no,
right,
yeah,
never mind.
it stays up
Waffle,
until like
yeah.
you lose all your hit points.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, next up, Winifred is going to have another go at extracting herself from the vines that are around her. Oh, wait, yeah, no, you need to roll concentration for the vines.
He dropped concentration on that.
Alright, cool.
actually.
Winifred is just kind of standing there, not sure what to do, and suddenly the vines are gone. It's just like, oh, well. Oh, Wikishims, you all? Oh, you don't look very all right. Oh, hell, let me help with that. Because guess what? Winifred is the healer. And she is going to be
Oh, no.
casting Cure Wounds.
Winifred, no, you were the only
I did
one
forget
that
one
rolled.
thing earlier about Brooke's attack. He has a +2 because he has dueling fighting style.
Okay,
So-
in that
That's
case...
a +2 to damage rolls, not attack rolls.
Okay, well in
Yeah.
that case, yeah, that doesn't change things. The single Wikishim sister was still up.
I know, but
and-
it's important to me.
No, that's fair enough. It is a good idea for me to be able to keep a count of all the stuff. Okay, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 5. Wait. One moment. Yeah, 1d8 plus 5. Okay, so that's 8, which is because of that little bit of extra damage that you managed to deal. The Wikishim sisters are not back up completely. She has only managed to heal the sister that was already still up. So the other two kind of look at least like they're kind of stirring a little bit, but they're grabbing onto their heads and they are not back in combat yet. And that is Winifred's turn. And next up is the rat back again is with its fucking crossbow. However, it's not actually going to be using the crossbow to fire an arrow this time, it's going to be it's grabbing, makes the motion of cocking the crossbow back up and putting a new arrow in. However, it is not an arrow. It is the spell Lightning Bolt. And it is going to be shooting, yeah. One moment.
Oh boy.
I think, because, yeah, I don't think that they can get, I've forgotten how to spell. I don't.
I'm really disappointed that nobody tried to call this rat out as being Delta in disguise, because I tried to make it look like it could be, but it's not.
I am disappointed in you, Hazelnut Gallery.
I was thinking it was the penguin.
As soon as I covered up.
Delta
You
disguising
took the
himself as a
penguin?
penguin? It's
Yeah,
because
that's what I thought.
List. Okay.
It was the mask. I was thinking of the mask.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this rat is going to be firing a bolt of lightning at the 3 Blisslanders. Actually,
We'll say, if
Yeah.
it's hitting the Blisslanders, it might hit the Wikishim.
yeah, I think it's probably going to
Yes.
hit the... Yeah, if the Wikishim does not succeed on the dexterity saving throw, I reckon that, yeah, it's going to be getting you guys. Please make me, dex saves.
Monkey.
Okay, this is
Monkey,
definitely
what
a
can you
harmful
do?
spell, though, so he definitely has to, like, make a whiz save to, like, be able to hit Minty.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Let me just.
That's the thing. But the thing is,
failed.
this is like an area of attack one. It's not targeted specifically at Minty anyway.
Yeah.
It's still hitting
Okay.
her. Like, let me check the spell again.
It's an
Yeah.
AoE, so it still hits her. It's
Yeah.
directed at her direction, but it's not specifically at her.
Okay,
Yeah.
area effects. Okay, yeah, then.
Yeah, so-
Well, she's still dodging, so she'll still get, like, advantage on this, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
So ignore that. Where's the Wikishim? You get.
Jolly, can you please have a good roll? Please.
Remember, you have your
Oh.
D4s, so yeah.
Plus
For,
4,
That's 10. Not that it makes any difference.
But the good
so let me
good
roll.
news is, if I survive,
I rolled a
Uh,
13 on mine.
Okay, so the Wikishim got a 25, so she dodges out of the way, but she is still getting hit, and it may be enough to take her out. Okay, can I just quickly, what did
Please.
everyone get? Because there's enough rolls here that it is I'm confused.
I got a 13.
Okay,
somehow I got a 22.
I have a 10.
okay, in that case, everyone saves except for Jolly. However, because it's fucking lightning bolt, y'all are still gonna be taking damage.
As long as I survive.
Jolly is just going to be so fucking tattered by the end of this. He's not going to be
I'm very
I am
sorry,
20 out
guys.
of 44.
I am so sorry. Oh, that's 25 damage. Okay, so yeah,
It's like
Jolie.
13 for those of us that saved, right?
Yes, exactly. And the good news is the Wikishim is out. The Wikishim's just fucking out. Even all of them.
Jolly is very much bloodied. He's not good. Help.
So 13 for those who saved.
Yes.
Still alive, motherfuckers! Not,
Jolly
not
just-
for long.
Not for
The
much
monkey
longer.
just drops and spazzes out and becomes an ant again, and that ant is very much sizzled.
Good news, Minty keeps her concentration on Bless, so.
Okay, excellent.
We are 7 out of 44 HP, guys.
Yep.
God.
I am 17 out of 41.
Oh
We
boy,
need
and
healing.
even with you guys having
Well,
extra
you still have
allies-
your monkey HP, though, don't you? Or your gorilla
Yes,
HP?
and even with monkey HP, this didn't help.
Yep.
Okay.
You got blasted out of monkey, sadly.
Aw, that's real sad.
Jolly had one moment to be angry and then he regretted it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not a regret. He's still good.
It was dramatic.
that it's gonna have.
And that's all that matters.
All right. I think that Marigold is up next. I keep clicking on the wrong fucking thing. Marigold is up next, and she's going to be taking her bonus action to have another go at hiding, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of chaos. There's exploding shit. There's spells being tossed here, there, and fucking everywhere. So she's going to be using that as a bonus action to hide. she's shit at this. She can't. Oh well. Anyway.
Yeah.
Marigold is the worst
Good luck.
rogue.
She's so freaking bad.
Regardless, though,
I'm
because
seeing
that
this
was
penguin trying to hide behind the Jolly Rancher character.
yeah,
just
pretty
like,
much. So
Ducks behind him, like, you can't see me, I'm not here.
yeah. Regardless, though, even if that is not working, she is gonna actually have a go at making an attack against Engie, because you also seem pretty fucking powerful with everything that's going on, and she's not happy because like Bubbly is one of her friends, and you have upset Bubbly, and you've also upset her because she was sure that you were one of her friends, and that's a 9, and it absolutely does not hit.
what did you try to do?
Stab
She
you.
can't take the heat.
She pulled
I
out.
think I'm gonna be really awful. Can I be really awful?
She pulled out her short sword and tried to stab you. Yeah, what happens?
He sidesteps her and gives her a kiss on the cheek.
You can, even behind the mask, you can just see like her cheeks glowing bright red. It is extending from beyond the mask. Whether that is out of embarrassment, rage, or oh no, cute, you cannot tell unless you feel like rolling insight. Marigold.
I mean, I think I'll pass. It's funnier not knowing.
Yeah, Marigold, most useless member
it's the
of the
penguins.
party. So I think
say Engie does have experience kissing penguins, so
yeah, that is true. Charlie is just like, oh, this whole thing is turning into a bit of a shit show. And it's time for a spell of his own. It's one of his favorites. And he's going to be casting Flame Blade, and now he has a fiery sword. And I do think for a moment he does just kind of look over his shoulder at Engie and poke his tongue out, because he beat you to it this time.
Engie shrugs. That's fair. After he outed him, that's very fair.
Yeah. And
Oh my
he's
god, I just
gonna be having a go at the rat, because holy shit, that was a powerful spell, and he does not want it being cast again.
also I have one thing.
Yes.
Since finally somebody rolled above a 10,
Mm-hmm.
because I was waiting to use Rebuke the Violent, and
Yes.
and it's basically that immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, which it did, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
And so it was the rat that casted?
Yes.
Sam Pelton.
Can he make a wisdom save, please?
Okay. Minus. That's a nat 20. Minus 1, but nat 20.
Okay, the rat doesn't tell us that, but he certainly has his luck, apparently.
Yep.
Oh, wait, he still takes half damage, though.
All right, how much?
So, half of what he did. It's radiant
He's-
damage.
so he's gonna be
equal to the
taking-
damage.
Oh, 13.
13 damage as well. Oh boy, this rat is ain't looking good. That was you done to that. Alright, wait.
Get his
Yes.
ass.
That's going as that, and I think Charlie is definitely gonna be taking this fucker out. Because he is going to be using a luck point to take this fucker out. That's a 19, that's better than a 10. So he's going to be slashing down with his flame blade, and that's a 3d6. Dealing 10 damage, and the rat is down. As Charlie slices out and, like, probably slices through the hat, slices through the string, slices through this rat's grubby coat, and the rat falls, and Charlie's just, like, looks across at everyone, you guys, like, you guys doing okay? You got this? Yeah? And he's going to be casting Bardic Inspiration on who wants it. Who looks like they've had the shittiest time so far? I think it's Jolly? Oh god, have I died? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello? I can't hear shit. One moment. Fucking hell. Okay, someone say something so I can see if I can hear you guys. For fuck's sake. Okay, I can see your little green things lighting up. I can't hear shit. Yeah, if everyone wants to take just like a 5-minute break real quick, while I sort out these latest set of technical difficulties.
Actually, while we're in a break, real quick, who should I attack? Should I get, like, the healer? Like, or what? I'm like...
Turn.
Get rid of the
Take out
healer.
Get rid of the
Healer.
I feel bad because I like this vulture,
Yeah.
but like, I got rid of that healer. Okay, I'm gonna just skip out for a
Hey,
second.
it's either the healer or the Jolly Rancher.
Good luck
yeah.
taking out Eggsley. He's the one with the most hit points.
Oh man.
Oh, for F's sake.
But Minty,
Kai, we
please
are going
heal
to
me.
die.
Right.
Minty is the only one with good healing.
That's why she's here.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. I've got shit planned. So don't worry. You guys are going.
Actually, guys, question. Do we want to hit metal on the greatsword?
Yes!
As cook and book.
Cook and book!
Cook and book.
Okay, we are going to make him drop that fucking weapon.
Okay. What? I can't wait to hear what happens.
Okay, I also forgot to roll concentration for
I'm
Thunders.
sorry about it. Wink.
It's fine.
I am worrying about it. Watch me worry about this. I mean, you guys are going pretty well so far. You've managed to take out 2 of them, so now it's 5-on-5. You're doing pretty good.
We are nearly dead.
But you do it.
That's why you got the healer.
The other thing is, Charlie has healing spells as well, so it's okay.
Okay, good.
Charlie, heal me.
Charlie,
Please.
Yeah.
Charlie, help, please.
Yeah, don't worry. He's gonna do his best. But for now, we're just gonna I don't think he quite realizes how little health you guys have left because he doesn't really know you. But we will see what happens.
We are covered in rainbow stuffing
Okay, that is fair.
from the multiple cats.
That is true, and being singed by lightning.
Johnny looks like a bug that hit that electrical bug killer you hung outside the porch.
Oh
Looks
god.
like that.
Oh no. Minty's the
Yeah.
only one that looks fine right now.
I think, Jolie is the one that Charlie can tell. Right, you seem to be in a bit of a state. So he will be coming in with healing stuff his next turn. Don't worry.
Right. So should I heal Brooke then? Because I'm wondering who needs it. Like, okay, Brooke first.
Brooke is really low, and Brooke is our main line of offense. So.
Yeah.
Right.
It's concentration.
Okay.
Goodness, I should have prepared more, but I did give. Oh my goodness, Jolly! You can actually attack Jolly. Jolly, my beloved, I forgot you had this spell. Okay, I can either cook and book, or I could force some dexterity saves.
Whose turn are we on? Because did we finish Charlie's turn and we're on
yeah.
Engie?
Yep, so we're up to
I
Angie.
know. I'm sorry. I plan 7 turns ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Angie, it's your go.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay. On taking advice from my colleagues, he is going to look rather amazed at how much damage these bad guys have done, and not to him, because he was expecting I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. No, I mean I'm a celebrity, so everyone's going to attack me, but apparently not. Apparently not today, for the first time. So
Well, the thing
he's going
Beating up
to.
the stuffed animals instead.
I do just want to point out,
I
Angie,
know!
you haven't actually dealt that much damage yet, so they're not
No.
concerned with you.
Yeah, apparently.
And the rest
he
of us
feels a
don't
bit
know him.
insulted. He feels a bit insulted. He'd better do something about this. So he looks rather apologetic at the vulture and says, "Sorry, this is just tactics. It's nothing personal."
Oh, yeah, no,
And he is
don't
going
worry,
to-
I understand, yeah.
He's going
Can we have her on
to.
our team?
Yeah, please.
I mean, if I was allowed to do it as a sort of just a speaking thing, I could try to persuade her.
I mean, you are welcome to roll persuasion if you want.
But it'd take my turn, right?
I mean, it would, but you also would
Yeah.
potentially get her on your side.
And she's a
Which would
healer.
get a healer on our side.
Which
Ah!
please.
Could
Do it. Do it.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Like, I can either smack or I can persuade. My persuasion bonus.
What's your persuasion mod? Like, how's
My
it
persuasion
spelled?
bonus is a +1.
Okay.
We're not
I
doing
think
that.
leave that to like Minty or someone to like try and
Okay,
convince
we're
her.
gonna try with Minty.
Yep.
Right, okay, and just so that I have some chance of hitting, I am also going to use that bardic inspiration. I'm sorry, Winifred! That's 27!
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Yeah.
So, yeah, he is going to do...
No.
What?
Isn't Bardic... I mean, this is gonna hit anyway, just from the d20 plus the 8.
That's
but
true.
isn't the Bardic Inspiration plus a d6 rather than just a 6?
Oh, you're right! You're
Yeah,
right.
it was a D6. Yeah,
Well,
Doesn't
I've already
matter, it
used it,
still
so
hits.
just disregard it. So
Yeah, it
that's
hits.
Fine. That's gone.
disregard.
That's
Yeah.
Still
Even if I'd rolled a 1, it would have hit, so I will
Right.
continue to roll damage.
Mhm.
Yes, that's 15.
Okay,
How's
yeah.
she looking?
Yeah, she's not technically bloodied yet. Not quite.
Wow, okay. Well, I better keep going until we have some turkey dinner. Right, okay. Also, I am going to use my movement after this, so don't let me forget that. So he's going
Don't you
to...
have like 2 attacks per turn or something?
that's what I'm about to do. So that's the second attack. Does that hit?
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's the second... And that's... Oh, baby, 25!
Oh, wow.
Winifred is
Big
down.
money!
Winifred's down.
Oh.
So bring her over
No
to your
healing
side.
in Wonderland.
He's gonna
Aww.
Or does she
Well,
just go poof and turn into like a roast dinner with the side of vegetables?
Yeah, I think so.
I love Angie playing the numbers game. I fucking love it.
It's fucking
Wow.
damage per second. Yeah.
I think he does like the
That damage
samurai
per
thing, like he
second
goes
really fast.
slightly. I think he does the samurai thing, like he does 2 big slashes as he's running past her, because with his movement, I want him to get between the other very large sword and the 3 babies who are getting mashed to pieces.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's fair.
and then it's like, he just kind of like stays there for a second, and then she goes, and it's like, oh shit.
Again, you've just got Charlie looking over, looking at like Winifred, looking at the dead rat, looking over at you, and just like, can you not let me have one cool thing for 1 second?
He's like, do you really have to bicker over that? We're dying over here.
Oh, we absolutely have to pick it. That's
did-
part of the fun of it all. Brooke, it's your turn.
oh boy, he's only at 70. He's baby. He's
You're
only at
okay.
70.
You got this.
Yeah, Minty's gonna heal him next turn. It's okay.
Okay, who's still alive?
Okay, you currently still have, so Mr. Bubbles is going just fine, the gorilla's fine. You've got Bubbly, who is looking hurt, but still on his feet. Eggsley, the Jolly Rancher, he's not going to be anything else other than a Jolly Rancher now. He's fine, he's untouched, no one's hurt him, and no one has hurt, Marigold the Penguin yet, either.
I
So we're 5
kind of
versus
feel
4
bad
now.
for her almost. I almost feel bad for the
Marigold is
penguin.
being
Yeah.
useless.
I'm gonna let her stay around a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Because it's funny.
keeps rolling shit.
You may live for now.
Okay, but which one's Bubbly again? Got it. Damn it.
Bubbly was the dolphin.
Oh, the dolphin. Okay.
Dolphin spellcaster.
Oh, so that's the wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
By the
come
way,
here.
the dolphin's actual name was something like Sir Sebastian Bottlenose III, but no one calls him that.
Yeah. I was not writing Sir Sebastian Bottlenose III into my notes. It's very long.
No,
but I love
absolutely understandable.
it. It's such a good name.
Wait, that's
Sorry.
If you need
All
any
the
help with
cuckoos are
working out rolls again, just say.
I'm trying.
Mm.
I think I almost
All the
got it.
Hukus heard that name and we're just like, we are not
That's
calling you that.
Yeah.
Just no.
It's the
Also
Hukus
not
that do
happening.
not do fancy names. If it's longer than
Mm-mm.
3 syllables, then no. It's getting.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I
attack at the
still
dolphin.
don't remember anything about the Yakuza besides the fact that Waggery had to deal with these picnics.
Who are you attacking?
The dolphin.
Yeah, 17 hits.
AC Wizard.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll the damage for this first. Just I wanna see if it'll down him first before I make the other attack. But we have number difficulties. Please hold. I'll get faster once I make short hands.
The thing is, I will note that the dolphin is kind of like on the other side of the room, so this better be a ranged attack.
Damn it! I'm gonna attack whichever one is nearest to me then.
I think the gorilla was near you, right?
Yeah, the gorilla, it probably could do with taking some fucking damage. Otherwise,
so does the... I'm not touching that with a 40-foot pole. So does the 17 hit the gorilla then?
Yes, it hits.
Then good. Does mean I need to re-put this stuff in. Damn it!
Do your thing.
Internally, my head is playing like
dinosaur.
Cthulhu music while I'm doing this.
Someone stop me, please.
No, it's actually helping. Do we add the bless to the damage?
Do you want help?
Please.
Okay. You're rolling with it's your sword again, isn't it?
It's longsword plus.
Okay.
And you still have your smite up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
It would be that D8 plus your attack bonus, which is generally just your strength modifier, plus smite.
Right.
Note to self: make short hands look. I should have done that before, but I didn't.
I was gonna say, if you wanted me to roll it again for you, just say.
Do we get the bless to damage?
No, the
Oh,
bless
that's
is
just for attack rolls.
yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Bless basically just gets added to any D20 rolls, and that's it.
You do add the +2 from the willing damage.
Okay, thank. So I think it would just be this.
18 is still pretty pecking good. With that,
That was only the first attack,
oh
too.
god.
But the good news is all I have to do is just cut and paste every part of this.
Make life easier for yourself.
I should have. I really should have.
Wait, why do you have a +6? Isn't it like +2, which is your strength bonus, and then
His
+2 for the...
damage- I'm trying to figure maybe. I hate numbers. Just -2 from.
Yeah, it should only be
anything.
like a +4, not a
16.
+6 there. Yeah.
I might
the
be too used to bash.
Yeah. Okay, well that 25 does hit, so you can just basically copy paste and change that 6 to a 4.
My goodness. No.
I'll take it.
Alright. Look, it's something. This the good news is this guy is now yes, he is bloodied. The gorilla ain't looking good. He's
All right, he needs
Right.
to make a strength save.
pretty bruised. He has a black eye. Needs to make a strength save?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thing is, he is kind of good at that.
I can hope.
Well, that's a crit fail.
Failed!
So I think this guy goes slamming back into the wall.
Nice.
And
Pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
he even takes
Get
an
his
extra
ass.
1 bludgeoning
Someone hit
damage
him.
as he...
Someone hit this man. Prone just gives you automatic crits if you're like no, it gives you advantage.
Yeah. This guy...
Yeah.
Hit him with melee.
Yeah, so this guy just kind of slams back into the wall, dealing an extra 1 bludgeoning damage, and then onto his face onto the ground. He's still technically conscious, and you can hear him going, ugh. but he is at least prone for the moment. And next up, Minty.
All right, Minty's gonna heal Brooke because by golly, does he need that?
7.
Okay, so
Help him.
then 7. All right, heal for 21.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, 20. We're at
Very
28
nice.
health now.
Okay, and then I think
I'm not
for
gonna die
her-
immediately.
Okay, and then for her bonus action, I'm gonna have her cast a spiritual weapon. Cast that at second level.
An old
Second
favorite.
level. So, yeah, those of you who have seen the Never-Ending Train will recognize she summons like a big, like spectral ball of yarn right above the gorilla's head.
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
Um,
bonk.
Again, this
bonk him.
feels so familiar somehow to the engineer, but he doesn't know
Yeah.
why. It's so weird.
All right.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Did he have a really whack dream where this happened once? I
Prone,
don't know.
so
Look,
that was
that
a nat 20.
yeah. So you've
Try
got
that 20.
yep, double damage dice.
Oh,
Alright.
hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. Oh my freaking goodness, I love
So
this.
double
I
damage.
love it when
dice.
Minty wrecks shop.
Right.
Minty.
13.
That's 26.
Ooh, unfortunately, that's not quite enough to knock him unconscious, but gods, is it close?
It's actually a 13 because normally it would be 1d8, but yeah, it's doubled, so it's 2
Oh.
dice. So yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 13 damage.
Oh, right, sorry, it's
Yeah.
bash.
Critical.
I already doubled it. You're fine. Yeah.
But
She
yeah,
did 13 damage.
excellent. Okay, so this gorilla is still technically not unconscious yet, but Minty, that was excellent. On to Bubbly, the dolphin is. I needed to start taking people out of initiative if they are unconscious, but no, Bubbly is still technically conscious. The wizard is not out yet. The wizard, however, does not actually have much in the way of offensive spells because he's an illusion wizard. He does, however, still have 3rd level spell slots. So, NG, hope you're ready for 5 whole magic missiles coming right at you.
Do I do the thing again?
Yes, yes, you do.
How
I
many?
absolutely do
it.
again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Peer pressure, they
Go-
made me do it,
How many
guys.
spell slots do you have, and how fast can I whittle them down?
To be fair, yeah, that's
we love
actually something
bullying.
to keep in mind. So yeah, he's down to only 1 first level spell slot left, which yeah.
Okay, and he can't really do much else there, so that's alright. Mr. Bubbles, not to be confused with Bubbly, is back on his feet now, and this gorilla ain't looking happy. He unfortunately cannot do the barrel attack again because he is that takes time to basically recharge. However, what he can
Out of
do
barrels.
yeah, pretty much. What he can do, however, is grab out just a glass bottle from a shelf next to him, and
Fine.
he can toss this at. I think he's just seen what has happened to NG's got the shield up. Minty, however, seems to be. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to be mean. Charlie's also dealing damage. Charlie's going to be taking some.
It's your turn.
Cat's had it too good for too long.
However,
Phew.
that completely misses as Charlie, who has been in many bar fights, doesn't even look as he zwoops to the side and just goes, missed. And the gorilla kind of shakes his fist at him, and is going to be taking 1 more attack because if it's not the barrel attack, he gets to do 2 of them. And he is going to be taking a punch at Brooke.
He just healed him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
To be
Big
fair, he's
target.
supposed to be the tank.
yeah.
Fair enough.
The-
Better he gets damaged than like one of the squishies.
And the good news is that's 8 damage. That's not as bad as it
We're-
could be.
We're down to 20.
Oh no. Okay, and next up we have Wikishim's dead. Jolly, you're up.
Okay, so we're doing cook and book.
Yep, cook and book.
Okay,
Cook and
so
book. Cook and book.
Okay, so Jolly first is going to cast Healing Ward on himself because goodness gracious does he need it. This is going to be second level just to get himself off the feet. So 4 plus 3. Jolly! Jolly, for goodness sake.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, I mean, 5 something.
I mean, he's like half his HP, so I guess, but why does he keep getting like the worst possible rolls?
Dice Parser has just picked you to hate today. Do you have any bonus actions or?
That was a bonus.
Oh yeah,
action.
yeah. Sorry.
And Jolly looks to I forget the name of the round one.
Exley.
Yeah, he looks at him, he looks at the pecking greatsword, and he's just like, no.
Wise choice.
No.
So he, you actually see him. It's kind of interesting. You see him clasp his hand, and you notice that one of them begins to glow at first orange and then bright white, like this almost star-like white. And then fire begins to light up around the handle of the weapon. The entire weapon, it begins to glow red, white. It's hot. It's burning to the touch. That's how he casts heat metal. So I'm going to. So you must succeed. You must take 2d8 fire damage first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop the weapon.
Okay.
If you keep a hold of it, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls as long as you keep holding it until the end of your next turn. My next turn. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna roll the fire damage. D8.
Okay, 6 isn't bad.
Fire damage because Jolly apparently has no rights. And now I need a con save.
That's a
Nope,
6.
you dropped the weapon.
Yeah, no, Exley is not happy about that. However, you can't see it because, like, as so far you can see, like, the hand start to glow as he grips onto it and see it's shaking and then drops. And his just hand vanishes because it's no longer holding anything. His expression does not change in the slightest as he continues to stare at you with his beady black eyes.
I hate
This is like the face of mercy to you.
And unfortunately, Exley is next, and you've made him drop like his one weapon. So he's
you
just
can always try to pick it up.
no, he's actually just going to launch himself at your face, Brooke. So
Of course.
because
Can I exact an attack of opportunity? Because I did specify I put myself between them.
Alright.
that is true. That is true. Roll to attack then.
Hey, fun. Okay,
That does not hit.
what's that? Oh! I tried. I swung.
He's too short.
All right, so this
He's
guy
too short. Brooke is too tall.
is
Okay,
just launching himself at Brooke, and that's a 22. The good news is this won't deal that much damage.
One
Sure.
thing I want to note, I want Charlie or somebody to like, whenever they get a chance, I need them to like go pick up the greatsword and hide it in their hammer space so this guy can't pick it up.
Charlie will absolutely steal that. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you
Yeah,
only.
this is a tactic. Thanks, Vamp, for teaching me that tactic in combat. It was amazing.
But yes, so Brooke, you now have this small round thing that just kind of leaps into midair and is now grabbing onto your face and pressing in as hard as it can with its creepy little hands. And you take 5 bludgeoning damage.
That's just very
15 out of
upsetting to
44.
visualize.
I'm sorry. I'm making the mental image in my head is that you know how beluga whales have that head that's squishy. I'm imagining that, but with Brooke's snout.
Oh no. Excellent. And we are back to Marigold, and she's once again desperately trying to hide.
His snout is squishy. Snout is squishy.
She wants to hide so she can make a fucking sneak attack. It's still not peckin' working.
She's trying so hard.
Got flustered by
Ma'am,
the kiss.
please.
She's not going. Charlie's the only one currently standing in the middle of nowhere, so he's the one that's going to get attacked here. A 16 does hit him irritatingly, so he's about to take how much damage? That's 1d6 plus 2. Charlie takes 8 damage as he gets literally stabbed in the back, and just like, ow, oh, do you mind? And that's Marigold's turn. Next up is Charlie, who is going to whirl around. He still has his flame blade. Sadly, he does not get this time to go grab that greatsword because he's got this penguin to deal with. That's 8 plus 7, which...
Kick it out of this guy's reach.
Yeah.
Please.
That is gonna hit her, and how much damage was that again? I always fucking forget. It is... Rude. Thank you for being patient, everybody. 3d6. Marigold's going to be taking 8 fire damage, which is actually 16 fire damage because penguin fire. So she ain't looking great, and she's rather singed, and she does back off a little bit with that.
What would you say? She can't take the heat?
Ha 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 ha.
No, that wasn't very ice.
Oh, come on, don't give him the cold shoulder.
Boo.
Now Kai's gonna bully us.
We've
As
got to
if
be
I'm not
careful.
already
This could
bullying you guys.
snowball.
Okay, you're gonna bully us more.
I desperately wish that disinspiration points were things. As it is, I think NG is going to toss over his shoulder, and just go like, Oi, Easter Bunny, mind picking that up for me? And he's gonna kind of toss his head towards Minty. You now have Bardic Inspiration, because that's what Charlie's using his bonus action to do. Sorry he's not doing healing, but again, they're just trying to take everybody out. So, yeah, you have a d8 that you can add to something if you want, and he's also gone, like, can you pick up the greatsword if you get a chance?
My name is Minty, but sure, I can do that.
NG,
Let's banter. We're fighting, and get this thing off my face.
Considering we've been going for 3.5 hours, I would appreciate if we could wrap things up if possible. NG, your turn.
Gonna try. Who should I try to kill to do that?
Okay, the ones right next to you are
Mr.
Alright, you've currently got Mr. Bubbles, who has fuck all health left. You've got Eggsley, who is attached to the face of one of your friends. You've got Bubbly, who ain't looking good and is kind of on the edge of things, and Marigold, who is near Charlie and kind of and ain't looking good.
She's failing in her own right. It's fine.
Bless. Okay, I'm gonna try and do a smart thing. This could spectacularly backfire because whenever I try and do a smart thing, it never works. However, the previously pink flaming sword has suddenly turned a rather interesting cyan green, and this is because Engineer is trying to apply a green flame blade. And if this attack hits, I am going to aim for. Let's go for the dolphin. Let's just put the dolphin out of its misery. But if I manage to hit, there's also a sort of jump on effect, so some extra fire damage will jump to another enemy, and I would hope that would be the penguin who's weak to fire.
Okay, just roll to attack.
Is that too hard? Okay, right,
wait.
I shall do that. I am trying to hit the dolphin with a big bloody sword.
Double check.
That...
Downside is this is it's the dolphin is not within 5 feet of you. The dolphin is like 15 feet away.
Well, I've still got my movement, so I can run up and whack it, right?
Okay, you are going to be taking an opportunity from both the ape and the Jolly Rancher. So, one moment.
Actually, maybe let's just not. Well, I have no map. I have no visual. Who's closest to me?
Basically, you have a little bit of a scrum going on with you, the Blisslanders, Exley, and Mr. Bubbles. You've got Charlie and Marigold about 10 feet away, and then you've got the dolphin, Bubbly, who is about 15 feet away, and also, 15 feet away from the scrum and 10 feet away from, Charlie and Marigold.
You know what? I want to make life fun for these enemies. Fine, I'll take the opportunities. Go on, have at me.
Okay, alright, one moment. Exley is gonna, notices you trying to move, and goes wait, no, another person, movement, I shall attack. 17?
Nope.
Okay,
Dang.
next up.
It was close.
17.
Nope. Yeah, very close.
They both
I can see them both
17 and only
I see
17.
them both swinging at the same time, and he sort of jumps and does a barrel roll between the two punches.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so I finally make it to Mr. Bubbles, or Bubbly, the dolphin, who is going to take this amount. Note that the 1d8 is fire damage. That's a lot. That's quite a lot.
Right, yep, no, this...
That's a lot of damage.
There's a lot,
That's a lot
and
of damage.
Well,
the penguin is also going to take this much. Which is
okay.
not so much, but it's still going to be 12 because
Not
you
so
said
much.
that they
Okay,
get twice.
yeah, the dolphin is down. The penguin ain't looking good. I think what happens is, now that there's only 3 of them left and 2 of them are almost dead, we're back to the top, and Brooke, it's your turn. Because these guys can't react until their turns come.
Is the Jolly Rancher still on my face?
No, it leapt down to try and get to NG, it's back on the floor.
Thank goodness, because Brooke takes a solid second to be like, and... God, I want to attack the Jolly Rancher, but I know I probably won't do.
Sit on it.
Do it. Go with your gut
Can't
instinct.
sit on it! My first plan was going to be to slam it
should
into
be
the
an
ground when
option.
it was on his face. And I can't do that now.
Can you just stomp?
I mean, yes, I could, but it won't.
It'd be like an unarmed attack, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
I
only
will
a
say,
plus two
you
versus-
do still have the gorilla behind you as well, and
Yeah,
he ain't looking good.
I'm going with the gorilla.
Yeah.
I'm going with the gorilla.
Hit him with the thagamizer.
The what?
The Thagomizer.
What?
Oh, I'm old. That's an old.
It's the
Gary
spiky.
Larson comic.
It's the spiky bit on the end of Stegosaurus's tails.
Oh.
It was called
just
after
didn't hear it
Gary Larson
clearly.
He's a
comic where
Brachiosaurus.
it's named the son.
After that, I'll do it for end the late fag. Okay. That hits. That hits.
Nice.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you do not have to roll damage because this guy is down the moment that you fucking hit it.
Did he have 1 HP?
He had 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
That was 1 attack. Where's the penguin?
The penguin is 10 feet away.
I have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, you will take an attack of opportunity from the Jolly Rancher.
I was gonna get attacked by the Jolly Rancher anyway.
That's fair. Okay.
Thankfully, he
Go
doesn't have
ahead.
the sword.
Yeah,
That's true.
it is true. Does a 13 hit?
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Amazing.
The Jolly Rancher gets a foot in the face instead.
Thank you.
And then
Coming through.
Okay, yeah, roll attack against Marigold then. A 24 hits.
oh, that first attack would have had the thunder in it.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah,
That
okay,
sucks.
doesn't matter. It's this guy's down. I'm fairly sure that you are highly likely to take out this guy. Yeah, okay. And Marigold is down, and at this point, there is only Eggsley left. As this little jolly, and I'm going to end initiative here, as this little Jolly Rancher kind of just looks around, looks at all of you guys, looks how you're all still up, and while you may be damaged, you're still going, and also, you've already proved that some of you have healing spells, and all the friends are down, and I think what it does is it kind of just tucks its little feet into itself so it's perfectly round, and then rolls away and vanishes off
Oh my
screen.
goodness, he is a cave hound.
Brooke yells after him,
Oh
I
my
should have eaten you
God.
as soon as I got in here.
Jolly just like gets up and immediately runs up to Brooke, like, well, not runs. He's kind of stumbling. He is not in a good shape.
Yeah, no, Minty's definitely gonna run up and like kind of like cling to her friends too, like, oh my gosh, are
Yeah.
you guys okay? That was so scary.
Jolly's just like muttering in Sylvan.
But yeah,
He's
Yeah.
Brooke is just like
very much overwhelmed.
standing like stock still above both of them because it's just like, oh, that was a lot. Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I almost died. I didn't know I could die. I didn't know what dying
Jolly's
was.
just holding onto them tight, and he's hiding his face.
Yeah.
He's overwhelmed.
Actually, I think right now Minty's gonna use her preserve life to like kind of heal everybody a bit. So that's 20 hit points of healing. So just like heal everyone a bit.
Oh, okay. Jolly is back to full health. He's basically being stitched together.
I was going to say, is that 20 hit points for everyone, or was that 20 hit points shared around?
You can share it around. Basically, it's a 20 hit point pool, and you can share it around. So I was gonna ask who wants.
All right. Sorry, I thought it was
10 out of
20 per person.
44.
Yeah. Well, the good news is Charlie still has plenty of spell slots remaining, and he's going to come around and just pocket the great sword into his hammer space, and just kind of go like patting everyone on the shoulder, going like, "Right, you guys, all right? What
Don't touch me. Don't touch. Don't touch.
Hey,
No
sorry.
touch.
Yep. Cool. Hey, hands off. Might want this though. And he hands out a very small vial. Just might want this. It's gonna help.
Is this poison?
I would hope not, considering
No,
I've been
it's not
drinking from this
poison.
thing like every other week for the past how long?
Jolly, oh goodness, he doesn't have it prepared, but like, he would, if he had it prepared, he'd check for poison.
Yeah, Minty doesn't have that prepared either, unfortunately.
Neither does Brooke. I should have. One of us should have had that prepared.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I didn't.
Look,
Yeah.
you're not in a mood for trusting things right now, but I promise you, it's healing, and it will help a whole lot.
Jolly's like
We did
squinting at
just
him
save you
because the
some-
last time someone promised them something here, they got into this mess.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. We're just kind of hard to trust people after what just happened. I mean, thank you guys for helping us with that, because oh boy, that was scary.
In order to like just help persuade them that it's not poison, could Engineer like put his finger over the top of the bottle, turn it over on his finger, turn it back, and then just like, put that on his tongue to prove that it's not poison, rather than like drinking it and using it, which would suck. So
Yeah, absolutely. And in that case, I reckon you're probably going to get like 1d4 of healing, NG. Not that you took any damage, did you?
I took a tiny, tiny bit.
Oh,
In
yeah, the
fact,
barrel.
I took 3.
Yeah,
So I will roll.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I got all my hit points back. Yay!
Alright. Yeah, now this, I will note, this is
Sorry.
not actually a regular potion of healing bottle. It is a tiny little intricately carved vial, so that Charlie was wearing around his
Oh, it's
neck.
the awesome one. Yes.
Yes. Alright,
So
cool.
Engineer has physically proven that this is not poison and hands it back to the Blisslanders with a sort of very straight face of, look, I'm not dead.
Right.
I'd take a swig myself, but there's only one swig in there. And I reckon you guys need it more than I do.
Jolly hands it to Brooke.
Yeah, Brooke will take it.
Yeah.
Jolly's just
Yeah,
like,
just drinks it. That's really about it.
Alright. Yeah, you're gonna be healing up a fuck ton from that because yeah, the Vial of Renewal does a lot, and even taking out 1d4 from the bit that NG had, you're still gonna be healing 74 plus 7 hit points, so
Oh wait, wrong chat.
so heal up 28.
Right.
So the
I think in
20
that
from-
case, Minty will give her pool
at
of
all those
healing to
floors.
Jolly, so Jolly will heal
Yeah,
for 20.
Jolly's back to basically full health. Maybe he's got like
Right.
a few spots that aren't exactly as smooth as they were, but he's back.
And Minty's
Jolly's
fine. She
just
doesn't
like
really need healing.
sitting
So.
there, and Jolly's just sitting there holding Minty, holding Brooke, and he's just like, who can speak Sylvan in this place? Does any?
Nobody.
Does
I
anyone?
can't.
Don't think anyone can, no.
Yeah,
I
Minty doesn't
think I
speak that.
can.
She says
Yeah, I
Celestial.
can eat.
Yeah, whoever speaks Sylvan, you can just hear that he's just muttering, "I want to go home," just over and over, very
Oh.
quietly.
Engineer's ears droop sympathetically. He can speak Sylvan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mitchie's just like, she's not like full on crying, but she's probably like got like tears like in the corner of her eyes, like, I'm sorry guys, we shouldn't have trusted them, and I don't know if we're ever even gonna find the engineer now.
Also, who are you? Who are you two? Who are you?
Everyone looking at Engie. Well, name's Charlie Black myself.
Well, this
but-
is I rather miss.
I was gonna say, name's Charlie Black myself, but I reckon this is the one you're probably interested in. Gesturing at Engie.
Sorry for introducing you too soon back there, Charlie. That was my bad. My name is the engineer.
Wait, you're
Is
him?
the first part or
The whole thing. The and the engineer. It kind of goes with it. It's a bit confusing, I know.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Minty's her eyes kind of widen as she like looks at him in amazement, and she sort of like she lets go of Jolly and kind of wanders up to him. It's like, in that case, and let me do another hammer space roll real quick.
Drum roll.
Right, yeah, so
Hey!
yeah, I'm gonna say she takes out the business card, but she also takes out the sketchbook. I think these belong to you. Gonna like hand him the sketchbook.
His feathers fluff up because, like, he was already going to be surprised by the business card because he only gives those to people that he, has met and trusts. He hasn't met this rabbit before, although she feels kind of familiar.
Question mark?
Question mark?
fluffy?
But like
Yeah.
the sketchbook, he's been looking for this for dead as like a year, and it was like where he kept all his ideas, so it was important, and so he's kind of going through the motions right now of like, what the fuck? He shakes his head and says, I think we have to have a long conversation, but before we do that, you three need somewhere to stay?
I don't know if we should stay here. Let's go home.
Well, I mean, the amulet's not gonna recharge for 24 hours, so kinda.
Amulet? Oh,
Yeah, I don't wanna
it's
call
magic
that.
stuff. Charlie, you're better at magic than I am. What's...
Look, if it's
Jolly's
gonna
like to
take...
the side protesting because he's not trusting people for the next however long.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, I think,
I'm sorry he's being like that, but he has just the worst possible evening, and he's just like
Yeah.
the only thing he knows he can trust is basically the forest, just to keep him safe and quiet, and he can manage to like forage stuff for his friends to just so they can just survive and get home quickly.
Oh.
I'm sorry he's not cooperative, but then again, he never was much for
It's
trusting
very
people.
understandable. It's very understandable.
I think, yeah, Charlie's, in terms of the whole amulet sort of thing, it's just like, well, if it's going to take time to recharge, that's pretty usual for a lot of magic things, especially powerful spells. Where'd you guys even come from?
That's
We're-
a bit of a long story.
The short of it is we're from Bliss Land.
Never heard of it.
Didn't think so.
You wouldn't have
Most
heard of it,
most
or
people don't.
at least not remembered having heard of it. It's
Yeah.
complicated magic like that.
Fair enough. As it is,
Kai, just because like several very familiar things have been like introduced to engineer, is there like a role I should make for like how familiar this feels? Because I
yeah,
know that Minty
make
talked
me-
about Bliss Land.
make me a wisdom save, and like this could go a lot of ways.
This is not
But
gonna be-
okay, I will say with With a 9, you're fairly certain you've never heard of it. There's a little echo of familiarity in the back of your head, but you have no conscious awareness of, what this place is, or you have any idea what it is.
I think he thinks that it was like ages ago, and like Kisnep was probably going to open another park, and maybe that was going to be called Bliss Land. Anyway, so he waves us aside. And he's like, "Well, I know you've had a pretty poor introduction to Toontown. We're not all like this lot, but maybe if we can get you a comfortable bed and a decent meal, and at least 8 hours of sleep, then maybe you can have a better look at it with a chaperone tomorrow. I can give you a tour."
I think Minty's also going to look over to Jolly and be like, Jolly, this is the engineer. He's the one I was telling you about. The one that I think... and Jolly will remember because we had a conversation like in another, like a text one. Basically, Minty sort of deduced that, like, if she has this sketchbook and this business card that, like, she doesn't remember who this engineer person is, but, like, if she was given something this important, that, like, they might have been friends. So, it's like, because he's the engineer, that's why she's kind of trusting him a bit more. Not sure if that would, like, help convince Jolly to, like, stick with them, or...
If it doesn't, Charlie can pull out the cake knife and start offering Jolly some cake.
After the experience with knives we just had.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Jolly just thinks for a moment. He takes off his glasses to wipe his eyes dry, and he looks so Minty. He's just so tired. And but I trust your judgment. But I think I just wait until the hour. He's so tired.
Ouch.
It's nothing against these people, perhaps, but he usually needs to retreat after stuff happens.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to break this habit after having done it for over.
Yeah, and Minty's definitely kind of feeling bad now because she was the one who was saying, like, let's give the monkeys one more chance, and that turned out really badly, so she's kind of feeling, like, guilty about this now.
He doesn't blame her. He needs his quiet space for a while.
Yeah.
I think reading this kind of silent exchange, the engineer sort of does look back at the strewn bodies behind them and says, "Hey, this lot, the Yakuza, it's very unfortunate that you're in across these fellas. Yakuza, as in yuck, as in laugh. Anyway, they're a bad lot, like a bad
worst
lot.
of the worst.
Really bad. Yeah, very much so.
Let's cover that bodies.
So you really did manage to have some pretty sore luck running into this lot straight away, but we were infiltrating them to try and stop this sort of thing, and I guess that was a good move.
What did they want with us?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that.
We've been looking into a lot of things. They tend to take in tourists or people that won't be missed, and I don't know if they're still doing it for certain, but they have been turning people into animals, like farm animals. And
we're already animals.
Well, yeah, but you can't exactly go laying eggs or giving milk, can you?
Well, no.
I don't think
we're
so.
Plushies.
No.
Yeah. That's the thing.
We're plushies.
I think again we can have these
cheek.
I think we'll have these conversations after we've had a solid meal and a lay down, because you've had a lot to deal with already, and you'll have a lot more to deal with. How about it?
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
Our chef is very good.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Should I do a bit or should I not do a bit?
Always do a bit.
What's the bit?
Tunes. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Jolly just begrudgingly nods and gets up to get his things, and he opens his bag, and you see a few things tumble out. Some of it is food, some of it is equipment, and you see this. Okay, guys, do a perception check.
Oh no,
Okay.
Oh,
his
boy.
weakness.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Alright.
22, baby.
Eyes of a hawk. Well, no, he doesn't
Okay,
have eyes.
you're
Never mind.
gonna
15 from Charlie.
20 for Minty.
Yeah.
We are perceiving.
9 poor Brooke.
Okay.
He's not an effective guard dog, but when he does, he does.
He's got Pots to be the eyes. He's got Patricia.
Yeah.
Okay.
A moment. I have freaking art. I just don't know where the heck it is. Where is this? I am very sorry. My phone is a mess.
That's
Oh my
okay.
Right.
goodness, no,
Right.
Where is it? Where did I put this? Okay, plan B. Somewhere else.
You can word describe.
Yeah.
Paint us a picture with your words.
Yeah. I am going to, but I like to have reps. Okay, this is an older stuff, but it can work. Okay, so Discord work, please. Okay, so I would say everyone, like, basically everyone but Brooke. You see, as he's sorting through his stuff, you see like this long brown thing poke out with like brush tip, and it's
Oh no.
not a thing, it's an ear.
Oh no!
This is that. And he starts digging, and he just pauses for a few moments, and he's like, Shatsi, what the heck?
Oh no! What?
And there's
What?
this
Hold on.
squirrel.
What did she do?
There's this squirrel just sleeping in his backpack.
Oh no!
Minty just face palms at this, like, Chatsy, not again.
This is her, but she's asleep.
Oh, she's not gonna like this. She's not gonna like this. She's not gonna like this.
Jolly is like panicking, and Chatsy just like you see this squirrel open her eye and
Nope,
like
rockabye, rockabye, bye, rockabye, bye. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
Jolly, what are you making a ruckus about? And he just like looks at her and like, Chatsy, what the heck are you doing? And she's like, took a nap, silly.
Brooke is just
And
like,
she's Jolly's like
Yeah.
losing his senses, and she's like, oh hey, we're not in Blissland.
oh my god,
And
we're
I
not
think
Blissland anymore.
I think on that little bit is probably a really good point for the circle to close in and cover the screen in black, focusing on Chatsy just the whole, we're not on Blitzland. And then it closes, and I think we end the session here. Because
he gets low battery.
there are still a lot of loose ends and a whole lot of talking that needs doing, but I think that can be saved for future games and or FPSs.
I just want you guys to know that as soon as Chatsy actually has energy to deal with the wall, she's just screaming at everybody.
Astounding.
You can hear it over the credits, it's fine.
Yeah. She's just like, you dealt with what now? This guy did what?
Why were you in the backpack? Why were you in the backpack? Why were you in the backpack?
Anyway,
She's calling everybody numbnuts.
thank you so much, everyone, for playing. This was an absolute delight. I think also this is the longest single session game that I've done.
Sorry, Kai. Thank you, Kai. Everyone say thank you, Kai.
Thank you for being patient with various technical difficulties and with the fuck ton of dice rolls that we had to do and sort. I hope everyone had fun.
It was so fun.
Yes,
Thank you
it
so
was
much
really
for ready
fun.
for us, Kai. Like, holy cow.
I'm so glad. All right, does everyone want to say goodbye for the recording?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.